Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And we're live. What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday night. Happy early Father's Day, everybody. See, Hobag jumped in early, then Kentucky Bill. What's going on, Bill? Addie, the legend Toonie in the chat. Vaping Trucker, what's up, Mike? Yeah, Addie brought up a real good link right off the bat. legalizevaping.com.au/petition. Click that link. Yeah, use either postal code 3212 or 2430. I think 2430 was one Stalker put up earlier today. They're in for one hell of a fight down under right now. It is video and audio good. Okay. If he's saying it is good or isn't it? Basically, what's going on is they have not banned nicotine, but made it where before if you got a script from a doctor, you could get 3 months supply or something, and there was no determination what 3 months supply really was. And there was a few doctors that are doing it, and now they're saying there's not really hardly any doctors that are going to do it, and you're not going to be allowed to import nicotine into Australia from anywhere in the world. And if you get caught, it's a $250,000 fine.
Well, what's their beef? I mean, it's pretty well known that nicotine isn't very harmful unless it's like combusted, right? So what are they basing this on?
They're basing it on the fact that they need their fucking tax money is what they're basing it on. They don't give a shit about us. Obviously, I mean, they don't care about public health in Australia or anywhere else in the fucking world, except for like the UK, New Zealand. I think Germany's pretty good with it. I mean, there's a bunch of countries that actually do get it, but Australia, they have turned around and they've shit all over their people. Yeah, exactly. Greg Hunt is bought and paid for by Big Pharma, and that's what it comes down to. He's their health minister. And he's basically like what we have here with Jerome, and it's he's fucking the people basically. That's what it comes down to. He is fucking his people. So we got some more people popped in the chat. We got Raven Shadow. What's up, Raven? And we got VSO. What's up, Graham? Shane. Man, I ain't even drunk yet. Frank Level Chef, what's up, Forrest? Yeah, Simon putting out, he's got the whole list of postal codes there, so take your pick, use whatever one you want. Bobby Craig, what's up? Yeah, so that is first and foremost is we have today's, well, for Australia, today is the 21st of June, so they have 9 days where they can get their nicotine. But after that, it's a $250,000 fine, which is bullshit. Nats, what's up, cuz? Hopefully the weather's good up there. I know it's not normally good up there in Newfoundland, but hopefully it is. Going on, Tam?
Yeah, that's real crazy. I don't know why there's not like stronger checks against that. That's like clear corruption. Clearly, right?
Oh yeah, it's no different than what I shouldn't say it's no different than it's what we have here, but 10 times worse. And it's basically what it comes down to. Or 1,000,000 times worse because listen, they literally had 9 days to get the nicotine they need, which is bullshit. Dave Flowers, what's up, Dave?
From the time of Dave Flowers is an amazing coil builder, by the way. I mean, you know this, right?
Nah,
you seen Dave's work?
Nah, and he don't live far from me. He's down in South Carolina.
Steve
Mayer Fee, what's up?
I don't know how long he's been doing it or what the story is behind it, but I was looking at his Instagram the other day. He's amazing. He's really, really, really good at it.
I'll have to check out his Instagram. Oh, they're gonna hold everything probably at customs. Yo, what's up, Morg? What's going on, brother? Slushy, what's up, Slushy? Yeah, they're gonna hold everything at customs and then just destroy it. Yeah. Oh, 225K. Okay, I thought it was 250, but you have Nick that was ordered in February that's still sitting in customs. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. There is no need for that. So what you been up to, Graham? Oh, did I lose you? Oh, okay. It's all good. Yeah, Dave Flowers, I'll definitely have to check out your Instagram. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were ordering, you're ordering legally, you're doing everything that the government expects you to do, and then they turn around and, they're screwing you like that. It's bullshit. Just absolute bullshit. Dave, do you use just the same name on Instagram? Let me see if I can find you real quick. Check out these coils.
Yeah,
there he is.
I'm here. This phone that I'm using is just so slow. It's like ridiculous. So when I go to do something, it takes 3 clicks to turn it over after I mute it.
Oh shit! Yeah, they are some nice looking coils. 3-core, 27 gauge, staggered. Yeah, skip fused. Yeah, way more talented than I am. I can't do that shit. Yeah, you got some really nice looking coils here. Holy shit.
What really impressed me is when you look at the gauges.
Yeah.
Super small.
Yeah.
They don't look, the photography is amazing, so they.
Yeah, my eyes are not good enough to do anything beyond 36. I think I don't. I would need to get jeweler's lenses for anything beyond 36.
Yeah.
And I used to have great vision, but getting old.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it with shoelaces. It's the vision goes. It starts going. It really does when you get older. It's crazy.
Thobai, what's up, Thobai?
Our best days are behind us, Frank. You're aware of that.
Oh yeah.
Right? We're completely done. I mean, it's over.
I'm like in that. I guess you could say that the in between period where it's like
acceptance phase.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm not old enough to retire in one of 55 older communities down in Florida, but
right.
But it's like
I'm not
I'm not young either. Yeah.
Yeah, burning it up. Yeah, I get that. That's you're like a sophomore or a junior.
Exactly.
It doesn't really matter.
Hey, good day, Marsh. What's up, brother? Yeah, Simon just put Greg Hunt's Twitter account out there. Yeah, tell him what you think of him. Oh, Bill. Well, yeah. I mean, talking about daddies, you're probably old enough to be my daddy, there, Bill. So. I just wish I had your golf game, or at least time for it. Oh, Tam, absolutely. I just figured after doing Mike's show, you're probably slammed. It was funny. Yeah, Graham, you had an interesting story right before the stream about fathers, which was interesting. I don't know how much of it you want to share. Ricky Mahoney, what's up, Ricky? Oh, geez, late night vape shows here. Oh, we're probably gonna get shut down now. What's up, Mick? Friction, what's up, Friction? Yeah, it didn't earlier. I wasn't sure if it was still the same link that Addy had out there. Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie?
Hi.
Tam, what's up?
Oh shit, hold on. I just realized I don't have you muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Now I do. Okay, we're good. I didn't have the YouTube muted.
Ah.
Start.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
hey Graham, he's muted there, so.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, good. I got a doggy in here visiting. It's all good.
Tetley, man, what's up, Tetley? So,
Steve. Yeah. Didn't I just mix your recipe? I get names confused, so I'm sorry. So yeah, I mixed his and everybody mixed it, I swear. His strawberry rhubarb pie, and it was really good. He used the VSO rhubarb. Excellent.
the VSO's rhubarb? Yeah, I don't have that one yet. I don't think.
Yeah, I just got it this week. Yeah, Steve Meyer. I'm gonna post the link to his recipe, and I still have to review it. But I'm gonna give it 5 stars. It's delicious. Let me go pull it.
Yeah, now you got me looking. I don't think I have rhubarb.
No, you may not, because I just got it this week.
Yeah.
But he did an excellent.
I know one flavor I need to start using is VSO banana. I have not seriously used that in anything yet, and I know I need to.
Yeah,
I'm thinking using that because that one you need to use kind of low, like 1% or even lower, from what everyone was saying.
Yeah, I haven't used it either, so I don't.
Bill, it does not work that way in my lack of organization. If there was any way I could get this shit alphabetized, yeah, then maybe, but yeah, no.
Well, I have stuff organized, but I don't have it put away where it should be, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, Bill, check your Facebook. Check your messenger, dude. Yeah, it's like I can't for the life of me. Oh, what is going on here with YouTube or something? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay,
I just noticed that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Graham will be back in a moment.
Okay, let me get back here. Where's the stream again? I lost it.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay. Here is Steve's recipe that he did with VSO rhubarb. Absolutely delicious. He did a great job. And he didn't have a pie crust either. He used Flavor Art cookie at 2% and sugar cookie from Capella at 1.5%.
Well, that's a great crust right there. I mean,
yeah, exactly. It works perfect.
I mean, if you don't have 1-on-1 pie crust, that's like a cheat code.
Yeah, I know, right? So it worked perfect. You get the perfect amount of pastry, and then you have the strawberry. He did strawberry jam from Vape Train with VSO strawberry, and then the VSO rhubarb, and then that's it. And then the 2 cookies. I mean, simple recipe.
Yeah, I don't think strawberry jam from Vape Train. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
I think I have the blueberry jam. I didn't think they had a strawberry.
Yeah, they have the raspberry.
Oh, raspberry. Yeah, the raspberry I have. Yeah. I know that. I think I have the blueberry too, and I think I accidentally ordered the blueberry twice. So I have two bottles of it. Aussie Shano, what's up, Aussie?
Aussie Shano, how you doing? See, I'm making up for Wednesday night, Aussie Shano. I'm here now.
There we go.
So... he was giving me a heck earlier. Well, on another in Chef's Flavors about. Hey, Slushy, how you doing?
Oh, there's trouble.
Hey.
Look who the cat drug in. Bill, welcome to the madness, Bill.
Yeah, mad. Well, if it's madness, then I fit right in. Yeah. Now, can we boot Mick?
You want what? You want me to give you a range so you can boot Mick?
No.
I don't know, Bill. I don't think.
No, Tam. This is Bill. He's part of the late night vape show. He's a newer mixer.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's been mixing for what have you been mixing about 8-9 months now, or has it been closer to a year already?
Yeah, no, it's probably been about 8 or 9 months. Yeah.
Okay, because I know we started talking a couple of months ago, and I thought it might have been 8 or 9 months ago then.
Yeah, let's see. It's we're 6 months in here. Yeah, so 8 months.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll be having it here in another month. They said the gestation period's about 9 months, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been letting my first mix steep for 9 months, and then I'm gonna,
So you know whether or not it goes in the sink or goes in an addy.
Actually, I had the one that I mixed 9 months ago. That was that apple thing, but it was the Liquid Barn apple, and oh my god, that shit was horrible.
Yeah, Tim, I had to get him off of some of the Liquid Barn flavors because he thought, man, if this is what it's all about, then this shit all sucks.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Well, I had to get a starter kit. So what I ended up doing was I had went somewhere and I found that Liquid Barn had a nice little starter kit, and I could get everything that I needed. Well, then they throw in a bunch of flavors, but I found out why they throw in all those flavors, because they can't get rid of them otherwise. You know?
Pretty much.
Hopefully they're not a sponsor of your show or anything. I mean,
oh no, they don't know who I am.
Okay,
they might have my account number. That's about it.
I love their nicotine, VB
yes,
and their vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream, yeah. Yeah, that. Other than that, I really don't use much of their flavors much.
No, same here. I've got a bunch of their flavors, but they're just taking up space in racks now. So
yeah, same.
Oh yeah. As far as Liquid Barn, I have obviously the ice cream. That's one I probably use the most of Liquid Barn. I have. Oh, here's one I still haven't messed with yet. It was one. It was one. Oh yeah, lava cake.
Lava cake. I have.
Yeah, blue raspberry. Yes, I did just order like.
Yeah, I do have the blue ras. Here's one that I got on clearance at River Supply. Loran's cheesecake. I actually heard this one's not supposed to be too bad.
That's a good additive. Well, it's not a good flavor to add to cheesecake.
Yeah. Is it kind of butyric? Yeah, maybe.
Extra...
Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. Yeah, I might have to do that.
Add yogurt.
Yeah, add Greek yogurt and give it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I got here's another one. Liquid Barn Snickerdoodle. I got
Oh yeah.
I got that one from you, Tam. No, it's not bad.
That they have some interesting ones. That and I just had it out. Baker's Spot. No, is that what
Baker's Touch?
Baker's Touch. Yeah. It's not a bad one.
Nick says Loran's is the best cheesecake.
Oh yeah, Nick. That's why you use it all the time. Okay.
I'll tell you what I ended up doing. I ended up mixing some of the one-on-one butter pecan ice cream.
Oh,
that's an excellent flavor.
That stuff is great.
Yeah, it is.
Just stand alone. I'm just been sitting here dripping this stupid thing and vaping the crap out of this stuff.
Oh my gosh, that stuff is amazing.
I thought you didn't drip because it brought back bad memories for you.
Well, it does bring back bad memories, but I have to use an RDA every now and then, and then what I do is I've got a doctor's appointment coming up. I'm gonna see if they got any free penicillin or anything. So if I drip, it'll take care of the problem.
There we go. Yeah, Slushy's new favorite is Wonder Flavor Strawberry Cheesecake. That flavor is fucking amazing. I cannot wait for that butter cake. I want to see what.
There's a bunch I can't wait for.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out because it says Philadelphia butter cake. I'm not sure which Philadelphia, but it's not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because I know that in Philadelphia we've never heard of it. So I'm not sure what Philadelphia they're talking about. But I did hear it's more of like an Amish. I think Fresh was saying something about it's more like towards Amish country butter cake, so more like a Pennsylvania Dutch butter cake. So it might
be Philadelphia. It's a Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it may be it might be a nice substitute for like a Flavor pound cake. That's what I'm thinking, because that's what a butter cake is similar to a pound cake.
Does it have the triangle?
We don't know yet, but it probably will.
If it doesn't have the triangle,
then it sucks. Yeah, it's no. Yeah, if it doesn't have a triangle, it's no good. Hobag, you have a 4-ounce bottle of which one? If it's a strawberry cheesecake and you haven't used it yet, then I don't know what the hell you're waiting on.
Well, Slushy says he's got a strawberry and cream recipe on.
He does.
Strawberry cheesecake, and it's tasty.
So. Yeah, I think he used that in his that developed mix. And it was excellent. I mean, it was excellent looking. I literally have not had time. I mixed a little bit Sunday before I went on the road, and I still have like some of the flavors sitting here. Like I mixed my ran out of Lucky Shot again, and I mixed Develops. Oh, nice ad! You got a clutch, and I mixed Develops that Summer Solstice that they did on the last show.
Yeah,
or it was the one before this review show. And it's a really good yellow watermelon.
Yeah. Is it blue ready?
The clutch, there you go.
There.
Yeah, it is it's a hybrid mech.
Yeah.
Single 21700.
Nice little. Yep, single 21700.
Nice.
Oh, Forrest is saying that Jungle Flavors and Decadent Vapors are going to be over at River Supply soon.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, because I saw a bunch because I wanted to get all them ones that Fresh was talking about, like the Nick River flavors. So I put an order in over at River Supply, and I got it relatively quick for River Supply. It was less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, they've been doing better.
But then I didn't have anything heavy in my cart.
You didn't have the nicotine and.
Well, I had a half liter of nicotine, but I didn't have like VG or PG or anything, so I didn't have anything with a lot of weight.
I got I ordered from Gremlin, which I was shocked that their shipping is actually I'm gonna get it from Washington on Tuesday, and I just ordered it yesterday.
Yeah, Granberry Farms. Actually, if anybody's looking to put an order in, and it's wide open for them, go hit up Richard over there at Granberry Farms because he's had it tough over there, and his prices are in line with everybody else, and his shipping's quick. Go ahead and hit him up and see if the flavors that you're already looking to buy. See if he has them. If he has them, then go ahead and
I got the Wonder Flavors banana puree and a couple others.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best Wonder Flavors you can get.
Have you? They've got those mixes that they already did. I was looking at some of those. Some of those look pretty good.
Oh, the one shots.
Ordering it, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have to speak with Richard about one shots. Yeah. There might be some DTF one shots going over there soon.
So I'll stop ordering from there then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Fidalgo, what's up, Fidalgo? Nancy's saying, come to Newfoundland and try lobster flavor, $4.50 a pound for lobster. Oh my God, and that's $4.50 Canadian, so they're basically giving you the lobster for free. Damn, that's badass. Yeah. Natalie, what's up, Natalie?
My friend Natalie?
No, smartass. So since well, that's my daughter. Look at me, I'm double fisting mods. So with tomorrow being Father's Day, Tam, I know you speak very highly of your father. What's like your best memories of? I mean, obviously your dad's still alive, but what's like growing up? Like, what's your best memories of your dad?
Oh my gosh, he was always. I mean, everything like. Just wow. If anything needed, I guess my big thing is if I think about him, he always was. If something was broken, you always knew he was gonna fix it. He was the fix it man, and I always attribute my DIY skills. Not that I used to do more than I do now. Like I used to could put up ceiling fans and change light fixtures. I learned all that from him, because he did all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and all my house, like painting and inside, and so I guess that's my big thing is learning a lot from him, doing stuff like that. So he was just always around helping, and So that's it. And just even now, just watching him with grandchildren.
Yeah.
Just he's like such a amazing.
Like he's the favorite grandpa for all the grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
I would go see him all the time if it wasn't for my mother.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Yeah.
I second that. I totally understand.
VSO's running a special tonight. Pink grapefruit and rhubarb and everything else on the site. Dad's 2020 gets you 27% off. That is
get
fucking
that rhubarb,
awesome.
It's good. And the pink grapefruit.
I definitely need to get that rhubarb. I need to go back and find this. I still have to do the petition here.
Why 27%?
Because he's special.
26.
Thought maybe 27.
Well, 26
27 has to have some kind of a special meaning. There's got to be, a reason.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here it is.
Just those fish and the bears. And the
16,524 signatures right now. Awesome. And we'll see if it actually moves. I wonder how bad they're going to spam me. Let me double check, make sure. I think I saw one of the postal codes was 2430. I think that was Stalkers. Boom, there we go. Done.
Yeah, you're right, Bill. What is it with the 27? Do you feel like we're missing out on something?
Yeah,
Like the
I
bears,
feel like the
fish?
27 has a special meaning of some sort, but it's a
Well, you
secret.
had 27 Yankees.
Well, I was thinking maybe today was the 27th, but that's not the case.
No, it's only the 20th.
So,
First day of summer.
Right. It's the 20th, so it's 2020, So,
Yeah, 6/20/2020.
yeah. Yeah, it's Pud. How you doing? I
What's
haven't
up,
talked
Pud?
bad
What's
about
up,
you on
Bar?
this show yet.
You got cereal 27, 27 bears, 27 fish.
Yeah, what is it with 27?
Someone's not telling us something.
Yeah, it's something. It's like one of these things we're missing. So, Bill, you're a father and I believe a grandfather, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And I've been called a mother before too.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we actually did everything last Saturday, not a week ago today, because there was something going on for tomorrow and there was something going on for today. And so everybody was like, well, just do it. So we did it like a week and a day ahead of time. And I was thinking it was because last Sunday was Father's Day. I didn't realize it was this Sunday because they had scheduled everything for last Saturday. And then all of a sudden when Sunday wasn't, I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. But that's what happens when you get old.
well, it does seem like it was like later in the month than it normally is.
I don't know. It's it seems like it's usually somewhere around the 12th or something like that. Isn't it?
Yeah, usually somewhere around the middle of the month. Usually it's like right around my mother's birthday, which was the 14th. So.
I got some golf balls. Was that so? I mean, as long as you got something golf related, it was a decent Father's Day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go get some range time in tomorrow. Taking the gun to the range. I found an outdoor range that's open on Sundays because it's funny around here a lot of stuff isn't open on Sundays.
Yeah.
As far as stuff like that. And right now with the way everything's going with the virus, I mean, there's shit going. They're reversing stuff now. Stuff's getting closed back up again because people didn't know how to listen.
Well, what they think was going to happen. I mean, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, what a really bad move.
Yeah,
like,
it's
Yeah,
they got a little crazy with stuff, but by the same token, I don't know that they got crazy with stuff, but it was just like they kind of thought everybody would just kind of fall into line and still do and now once you let the herd loose, it was like they opened the gate and everybody just took off running.
Yeah, well, between the protests / riots and the beaches opening in places, I mean, what the hell did they expect?
Yeah, they got the casinos open. I was at Belterra last week, but oh my God, you're talking about they got a machine and then they got 2 shut down with a big thing on them that says social distancing, so you can't, and then another machine, and then they had 1 restaurant open for the whole place. It's like a resort deal down, and they have 1 restaurant that they had open. And then they took all the center tables out, and then down the sides, they took every other table out. So you can only eat 1 place, and they got 50% or 60% of the tables out of it. So they've got all these little dots on the floor where you have to stand, and they're all, so far apart. But yeah, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, the blackjack dealers out here look like they're in riot gear. They're like, they have these big plastic things in front of them, and it's very odd, but they're tripled, so like the dealers closed off and then the players are closed off.
Because the strip is reopened now, isn't it, Graham?
Partially. It's kind of the same way. It's like there's one table and then there's another, like 2 closed and then 1 and then 2 closes.
Yeah, and then they only have they only had 3 seats at each table where they used to have 6. They've got them moved.
Well, hell, if you're playing Texas Hold'em, if you only got a 3-seat game, that's pretty wide open.
They never called out any Texas Hold'em, so I don't think they were playing, because usually they'll call out names for who's got a seat and everything.
Yeah.
And they weren't calling any out, so I don't think they were playing. I didn't go back to that room.
Yeah, Bar. I'm about 45 minutes from Rowan County. Where I'm going tomorrow is actually in Davidson County. It's down on the other side of High Point. All right, Frank. Yeah. Head on back to bed. Catch the replay. Good. I'm glad you popped in.
Yeah.
I know it's like 2:30, 3:30 in the morning for him. Over in Europe.
Well, it's like 2 or 3:30 in the morning for me, but it's not actually that time. It's just that's what it feels like when it gets later, about 8 and 9 o'clock at night, and you're in your 60s. It starts feeling like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Well, true, yeah.
Bill, you're not making it sound very good, Bill. You gotta be honest with you.
You want to know the nice thing about getting old? I'll tell you what it is.
Please.
There's a really good thing about it. It don't last long.
I know. You're right about that.
Shane said Lumi did it. Lumi did the 27% where she wasn't going to pimp him out anymore. So.
Oh, I was going to say it sounded like a Lumi number.
Yeah, she wanted 27.15, but he can only do whole numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like a Lumi number.
Yeah. That's why when you look at VSO flavors on ELR, a lot of times you'll see some jacked up percentages, like the median percentage will be 2.135, and that's because of Lumi. So, especially if it's a newer flavor. Oh, okay, you're down in Salisbury? Yeah, I know exactly where you're at, Burboss. Yeah, you're about 45 minutes from me. Yeah, Tam, I saw your shirt there. Nice work.
Oh, the one I have on?
The Glam Tam shirt, yeah. Very nice. I know.
I need one of those.
You want one?
I do. Yeah, I do. Actually.
Yeah, I can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I called the bitch on my back wall Felicia because she was a bitch to make.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. But I made her, vinyl and put it on the thing, and it was just Glam Graham. Yeah, we can do
Glam Graham.
Oh, Natalie knows all about. Oh, it's too small for your boobies, Graham. We were talking. Oh, I won't even. Well, it's your show. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, they were talking about everybody needed mediums. I said I don't even think I could put a medium on each boob. If I'd have to have one for each one to put a medium on.
Yeah, and then just split them in half and sew them together.
Yeah.
So double medium.
But I don't even know if that would fit me.
Isn't it a medium? That's what the cross between a small and a medium's a medium.
Yeah, there we go.
Medium.
Yeah. Big country in the chat. What's up there?
Where are you from, Kentucky? Oh, are you from Kentucky? I know. You just said it. Where are you from, Kentucky, Bill? And then I'm like, whoa, Kentucky.
He's from Idaho.
This is like This is the third show I was on. Matter of fact, Pud asked me the same question on the UK Vape show the other night. And Pud's like, where are you from? And as soon as they say Kentucky, they stop. Every one of them do. And it's like, Illinois?
That's why I say Idaho. Bill's from Idaho. Kentucky, Bill's from Idaho.
So, are you on Eastern Time Zone, Kentucky?
Yeah. Right,
okay.
I'm in Central Kentucky. Yeah, actually, I'm originally from Ohio. Actually, so I'm not. I've lived in Kentucky for, well, let's see, since '84. So but I was actually born in Southern Ohio and raised there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you're in Lexington area now, right?
Yeah, I'm just south of Lexington. Yeah.
Well, I am south of Atlanta, in Georgia. So I'm east.
So you're down Marietta way or south of that?
No, Marietta's more like a little northwest of Atlanta.
Yeah, because Marietta's where they built the new Braves Stadium.
You know where Noonan, Georgia, or
down
where the airport is?
South of 85. Yeah, south on 85 from the Loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm south of the airport.
Oh, Shane was in Kentucky till '79. Then you moved there, so he turned around and went to Ohio.
Where I grew up was not far from Marietta, though.
Yeah, I'm going back down there on Monday. I got to go to Campbellton Road and deliver it, and go back to Hampton, Georgia, and load another load of rental cars.
I went through there from Pensacola over to. I was leaving Pensacola and driving to Aiken, South Carolina, I think. Mm-hmm. And it was a weird thing because I was in the Navy and I had a buddy of mine. I was actually going on to Virginia, but he was from there. And he's like, hey, can you drop me off at the house? And then Dad, we'll go out and drink a few beers or whatever else. And I was like, fine, we'll do that. Go back to his house. Well, what his dad did for a living was sold caskets. And in the spare bedroom that I was in, they had the bed. And then they had the display casket laying right there, opened up beside you. So you come back in drunk that night, and you get ready to go to bed, and you look over, and there's a casket over there. It's like, well, this is weird.
Say, was there someone in there like testing it out?
No, they didn't have like a test dummy in it or anything. So, but yeah, it is a bit odd. So I actually spent one night sleeping in a room with an open casket. But fortunately, I wasn't so drunk. I got in a casket instead of the bed. But
well, that's true.
I
keep eyeing this statue behind your head. That's like intriguing me.
Statue?
The middle finger?
The middle finger. The middle finger.
Okay. I thought you said statue. That would be this, which is actually, that's a golf.
Yeah, well, that's cool too. I like all those. That's cool. But still, the monument.
Yeah. This I got in I got that in Okinawa in like '74.
Wow, that is. I mean, it's like really cool looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
to the point. I like
it. Stalk Robert slept in the casket too. Just saying. Yvette, what's up, Yvette? Odin, what's going on, Odin?
Using a Vindicator slam piece and an Avid stack right now.
Nice. Yeah, I am liking this unicorn mod. I mean, I know everyone says it's ugly.
Damn. Did you get a unicorn?
Yeah, I got the Tenacious unicorn, and then I got the Ardent, and so I was able to take the top cap off the unicorn and turn it into a full hybrid. It screws right down into the mod.
Yeah. One of my other mods things does that. This one's like that. It's all hybrid.
I've got the Vindicator, but just it's not the Slam, And I have a unicorn, but it's the Vert,
Yeah. This one, this was at 50% off sale, so this was like $55, so I couldn't pass it up.
The Vert was $49.99, I think it was, and free shipping was over $50.
Oh, so you had to buy something else?
So I bought, that's when I ended up buying this bottle of banana, but all they do is just put a label on it that says banana concoct and two ounces. So you don't know what banana it actually is.
Interesting.
Huh. Have you tried mixing with it yet?
I've used it. See, I've got it down some.
Yeah.
I've used it in some stuff, but it loses its flavor after, if you let it. If you put it in and if you hit off the shake, you got some good banana flavor in it. And then if you've got to steep it for a while, like I tried to make a banana custard with it, and it was fine for the banana off the bat. But then after about a week or two for the custard and everything to go in, but then you got the custard and the banana's just gone, So I got the Wonder Flavors banana puree, and I'm going to see if it'll hold its flavor for a while. And is banana more like a strawberry? Do you need to layer it, like just put
it depends on
3 different bananas in, or
it depends on the banana you're using. Like with Wonder Flavors banana puree, if you're that's a nice banana to get started with. So you throw that in at 2%. And you're done. You really don't need to add another banana to it, and it'll be fine. Now, if you're trying to really push it further and not get it candy, then maybe throw in some TFA banana cream or throw in some like Salubarome banana flambe, which right now, because Bull City quit carrying Salubarome, you're going to have to go hunting for it, and it's really not worth hunting for.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's a good flavor. I mean, if you're at a site and they have it, pick it up, but I wouldn't go looking for it. Oh yeah, Nance, I'm sure. Yeah, I wish I would have had a chance to get to know your dad, get to know my uncle. But that's the way fate has it, I guess you could say.
Yep. Yeah, my dad passed when I was 14.
I was 23 when my dad passed.
Yeah. I can remember riding, and he worked, my dad did all kinds of stuff. He worked on the roads, and then he was a bartender as well, and then mainly a farmer. We lived on a farm, and so he was like, he would farm and then bartend at night and then farm during the day. And then plus he drove a dump truck for the township. And I remember riding in the dump truck with him all over. And we'd go under like overpasses, and you're sitting way up in that dump truck. And I was always ducking down. I can remember that vividly. For some reason, it was like, when you're in a truck. So, when you go through the overpasses, you always feel like you're right up next to the son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my fondest memories of my dad, which unfortunately there weren't many, but I remember he had an old, like, I think it was like a 62 or a 65 Brockway tractor, single axle, and we're going around these little streets in South Philadelphia that were barely wide enough for a car. And here he is banging gears, and we're going through them, and he's making his deliveries, and he's double parking out on Broad Street in South Philly, and we're going into the bar, and I'm sitting there drinking sodas, and he's drinking highballs or whatever the hell he's drinking, 5 o'clock, and then we get back in the truck and go back across the bridge to Jersey, and I literally sat on a milk crate because he didn't have a passenger seat in the truck. And that was a bumpy ass ride. I was like 6-7 years old.
Yeah, I remember that, and you were talking about. I remember one of the cars was we had one of the Chryslers that was like a push button automatic.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so you had just 5 buttons or 4 buttons or whatever.
Yeah,
up on the,
park,
up on the
reverse,
and
neutral, drive, and maybe low.
Low. Yeah. So you would just push the buttons to change gears, and this was like, I don't know, what was that? That would have been a 50s or a 60s Chrysler. I'm not sure what year it was now. But
yeah, it's super high tech for then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my dad always bought like junk cars, basically. I mean, it was like every year or so we had a different car because it would just die. You just sell it to a junkyard for $25-$50 and go find something else for another couple $100 and.
Well, that's what everybody did then. I mean, you'd have a clothes hanger. My brother had a car. He had a clothes hanger because the gas pedal had come off. So he had hooked a clothes hanger up to it, and then he would just sit there and hold his hand and push it down, and that was how he'd push the gas pedal down to take the car off.
Oh, jeez, that's sketchy as hell. I remember my dad having one. It was a 60s model Ford Falcon station wagon.
Oh, Ford Falcon. Oh yeah.
And for some reason, he had cars that always had electrical problems.
Yeah.
Like the radio would pop a fuse and stuff like that. Like he had a '67 Plymouth Valiant that had a slant six. That car basically made its rounds through the neighborhood. My dad sold it to the girl next door when she got her license, and then when she was moving up, she sold it to someone else down the street that was just getting their license, and it came full circle back to me. And then by the time it got to me, it was destroyed. I mean,
I had a '63 Buick Special, and I owned a 1960 Volkswagen, and all it had was the speedometer. That's the only thing they put in those cars. You had no gas gauge, no gauges, no anything whatsoever. You had a speedometer. And if you wanted to know how much gas you had, there was a stick you stuck down in the gas tank, and you pulled it out, and you looked to see how wet it was, how far up, and that's when you knew much gas you had. Yeah, it was the old. It had a crankback moonroof type thing on it, where it was kind of like it was
the predecessor convertible
type deal. Yeah, and I mean it. Like I said, it had absolutely nothing. We were talking about this the other night on the show, on the late night vape show. We were the back seat, underneath the back seats where the battery was, and I had these two guys that were pretty good size got in the back seat, and we're riding down, and all of a sudden I hear all this noise and everything. But what ended up happening is sat on the seat, and the guy ended up going down so far. The spring ended up catching somehow with the positive post on the battery.
And caught it on fire, right?
Back seat's on fire, so we're ripping it out.
That doesn't surprise me. Dave Flowers says, Loran's banana cream at 2% with Liquid Barn banana at 1%.
Yeah.
I don't think I even have Liquid Barn banana.
I don't think I have.
I had that orange banana, and that was fucking terrible.
Well, wait a second. If I have, I've got Liquid Barn banana because
you probably got it in a starter kit, yeah.
Yeah, I did. So I do have some Liquid Barn banana. I've got it.
And Loran's banana cream, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's just steeper. I mean, right off the shake, it's it's runty as hell, and then you give it 2 to 3 weeks, and it'll come around. But that's the thing I like about Wonder Flavor's banana puree is you can pretty much, it's the closest thing you're going to get to a shake and vape banana that's not candy-ish.
Yeah.
And even that, at 2%, it's slightly, you're going to get that candy note a little bit, that green note right off the shake. But then once it steeps in, it's beautiful.
Well, what I'm going to try to do with I'm going to try to use it with because if I can get with the custard, with like Inawera custard, because I got the TFA2 custard, and I don't like it as well as I like the Inawera.
Really?
No, the Inawera's got a little bite to it, like almost a cinnamony kind of bite to it, and the TFA2 is just too smooth. I don't, it's not bad. It just doesn't have that kick.
Well, you could tell it has ethyl maltol in it because it's sweet as hell.
Yeah,
it definitely has.
It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the kick.
I've always loved Inawera custard. It's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, I'll reach for that before I reach for premium.
Yeah.
Because premium, I found, just my own personal, is it doesn't play well, and just like the TFA custard too, does not play well with fruits, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I got it in with strawberry, and it's
the Inawera custard and the original FA custard. They're really good with fruits, and the new Wonder Flavors one, the Wonder Flavors vanilla custard is excellent with fruits too.
That's what I've got in here. I've got the TFA2 with strawberry. I think I've got Capella strawberry ripe. Yeah, and but it just doesn't. I did some with the Inawera custard first, and I really liked it. And then I went with the TFA2 custard, and it's like it just doesn't. Like I said, there's that little throat hit. It's almost like a little bit of cinnamony deal that's in the Inawera that I don't think
I've never picked that up one. I've never had that with that flavor, but that's why taste is subjective. People pick up different notes out of everything. Yeah, Slushy says always be loyal to regular Cat V1.
Yeah.
I still have a little bit left out of a 120 I bought like a couple of years ago, like almost 3 years ago now. And it's still perfectly fine. And Cherokee says add some brie to the TFA 2.
Right. And
that's one thing I've been meaning to use is, what is it? The Yes We Cheesecake, and adding some flavor brie to it to try to help boost that cheese note.
Yeah, that would work.
I remember like over a year ago, me and Mary Beth had talked about it, and I just never got around to doing it, and something I still need to mess with.
Cheesecake, I can't. See, real cheesecake, I have never eaten a piece of cheesecake because I can't get past the words cheese and cake in the same thing, and I just keep thinking cake with cheese on it. And
it's cream.
I know what it is.
It's a cream cheese. Yeah, it's cream cheese.
Yeah, I understand that, and trust me, my daughters and my wife and everybody else and her brother has always been like, no, it's not cheese. I'm like, I don't care. It's just the wording, cheesecake. Change it to something else, I'll probably eat the shit, but I can't eat it if you call it cheesecake.
Well, see now, Bill, everything else you say from this point on, I can't take seriously. Cheesecake is amazing, and you have to try it. I mean, like you said, things are getting on. You know what I mean? Try it. For Christ's sake.
You know my deathbed, I'll be laying there and think, okay, give me a damn piece of that cheesecake.
You're going to be so disappointed, dude. Like, you're going to be really sorry. Dude. Yeah. Give you a reason to live.
A good dense cheesecake that'll snap a plastic fork with a good cup of coffee, that's life right there. That is heaven.
See, I would just as soon have a cinnamon roll, with a good cup of coffee.
Well, Bill, that's because you've never had cheesecake.
Yeah, exactly. You've never had a good cheesecake, so you don't know. J. Jerry, banana cream, English toffee, and whipped cream. That sounds like an interesting combination. It sounds good. I like what the English toffee would do with the banana cream and then the whipped cream on top just to, boost up the cream notes with the banana. Hell yeah.
I did the... Pippa was on, and she was talking about doing the toffee ice cream, the VT toffee ice cream, just as a standalone, and that is good. I like that. It's good as just on its own. Actually, I think I ended up throwing. I threw 1% Liquid Barn ice cream in with it, which really didn't change it up much or anything. Just kind of gave it a little something. But other than that,
a little creamier note.
Yeah, and it. I said it was really good.
I don't think I have the toffee ice cream. I think I have the English toffee now. I have. We'll see. That's the vanilla cream.
Good, you need it.
Yeah, I have the vanilla ice cream from Vape Train, which I haven't used yet. I have the butter toffee base. I have the butter base because of Max. Oh, I have the English toffee.
Try the butter base on your finger. Taste it.
No.
Come on. It'll be hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure. Just by you saying, just because you suggested, I'm not going to do
it. It's so bad. The butter toffee base. Oh God, it's the worst tasting one of all time.
Well, put it in your cheesecake.
Yeah. Vaping it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Cheesecake. Maybe tasting is disgusting.
Well, that's like my butterscotch crimpet mix. Max mixed it, but he subbed out the golden butter and put the butter base from Vape Train in it. Because he says he doesn't like the golden butter, but he doesn't understand that the reason why the golden butter is there to create that greasy note that you need for that crimpet.
See, if I'm doing butter, I'd rather somebody did come out with something called margarine because I don't really like butter either. I'm more of a margarine guy.
What is going on with you?
Yeah, I know. Doesn't like cheesecake. Doesn't like. Why did I send you an invite?
Begging for margarine.
So that you'd have somebody to say, "Ooh, look down your nose at." That's why I'm here. Though.
I guess.
No, I have never been a fan of butter, and it was like I used to eat margarine. I used to eat country crock all the time, and then they changed it and they made it so it tastes like butter. And I'm like, screw this. I'm going to have to find something else now because I ain't eating this shit anymore. It's starting to taste too much like butter. And it's like they have all these commercials where all the margarine places are trying to say, yeah, you get that nice butter taste. And I'm thinking, I don't want the damn butter taste. I want the margarine taste.
Yeah. What did we have growing up? Parquet, I think it was. Parquet margarine?
Yeah. If you think it's butter, but it's not. Yeah. It's chiffon.
Yeah. Yeah, Slushy, you're like me. I usually have in the morning with my coffee, I usually have like a custard or something. Sometimes an RY4, but usually, it's usually in the morning I'm vaping on my Romizer V2 with my ran out of Lucky Shot in it, which is a darker flavor. There's no fruit or anything in it. It's just caramel and cheesecake and custard and creams and all that. And this was an excellent coffee pairing. Yeah, Bill Slushy's asking, what's your favorite flavor profile?
Well, I mean, I like the strawberries, but I've got I did the apple pie and the filling, and it came out really nice. It's got a nice little bite to it also. There's a little cinnamon bite to it, but not much.
Yeah, from the apple filling, yeah.
Yeah, and I said, and I've got a strawberry shortcake that I made up that came out, really good. I can taste the cream and the strawberry, and I used I ended up using yellow cake because it had a triangle, and I thought, oh, this got to be good.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
So.
Yeah, so a lot of people still shit on Flavor West yellow cake, but I don't care. Stuff's still good.
Oh yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't even. The thing is, when I'm going to pick a flavor or order a flavor, I don't even notice the triangles or whatever else. No. And then all of a sudden, when I notice them, is when I stick them in ELR. All of a sudden, then it puts something up there. That's the only time I ever know it had any kind of a thing on it. And I'm thinking, why'd you tell me this? It doesn't matter now. It's too late. I've already mixed it.
It's still better than the 2 packs a day you were doing. So who cares?
Oh yeah.
Now, Bill, are you still buying any commercial juice?
No, I haven't. I haven't bought commercial juice in forever. I mean, basically, probably the last bottle of commercial juice I bought would have been about the last November.
Oh, okay. Probably what, Batman's?
No, actually, Batman, that was kind of I ended up with some of his, but it wasn't, it was something that I was looking at trying, and I was looking at all the various flavors, and I'm not a big fan of coconut, and I'm not a big fan of pineapple, and I was talking to him, and he was like, give me your address, you need to try this. So the last thing I ended up buying was this Cookie Twist banana oatmeal cookie. And I still have it.
Yeah, it looks pretty full too.
Yeah. So yeah, that was what I vaped. That was like my all day vape because it was real. But man, it's so sweet now that I've got to the point to where I started doing my own. I realized that I was just hooked on the sugar. Is basically all it came down to.
Yeah. And that's like a lot of people when they get into DIY, they're like, man, why doesn't this taste like the stuff I bought at the vape shop or I bought online? It's because the stuff that you bought online had 2% super sweet in it or Flavor West sweetener in it, and that's all you ever tasted was the sweetener. Right. Because sweetener is an easy way to hide any mistakes. Mm-hmm. If you have a shitty mix, guess what? Just throw,
I did that. I finally threw that away, the orange creamsicle, and I think I could have dumped 10 mil of super sweet in that, and it just wouldn't have done it. And the thing is, I still got a huge bottle of that because it looked so good. I ordered it. That was one of those fatal errors. I've got, if anybody's looking for any, anybody needs any Capella's orange creamsicle, I got a big ass bottle of it.
Oh
no. Do not. It smells really good. It smells like if it would just.
If it vaped like it smelled.
If it would end up coming out the way it smells just like the orange creamsicle, but it will not taste like it to save its ass.
Yes, Slushy, I agree with you. You know, some commercial e-liquids do have up to 2% super sweet. Now, I have found when I was asked to clone that one, was it Betty? I think that's what it's called. I've got the bottle sitting here. Yeah, Betty from Pinup. They're not using super sweet because super sweet is too dark for them to be using that. They're using a sweetener, but they're not using super sweet. They may be using maybe TFA sweetener, but they're definitely not using super sweet because you can absolutely taste the difference.
Hello, Net. How you doing?
Oh, Net. 3 a.m. and
Net and Mick are still both here, you know, so it's like a nightmare that I can't get rid of.
Well, Net shows up and the dog starts going nuts. So
yeah, well, that would figure, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now it kills your coils. I mean, sweetener is. I mean, sweetener is one of those things that you don't necessarily need, but you kind of want. In some cases,
put some in. I've got super sweet here, and I still put it in. But the only thing about it is at about 0.5.
Yeah, and that's all you need. I mean, that's the most you're ever going to use.
You can still taste the strawberry, or you can still
it's enough just to brighten up the fruit,
right?
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when I was doing the strawberry shortcake, I cannot for the life of me remember the guy's name, but he told me to put like a 0.1 pistachio in it, and that would kind of brighten up the, you know. And so I ended up trying that, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really notice any difference between the batch I had made before that didn't have it and the one that I made that did. But you know, I tried it.
I'm just trying to think what the pistachio would do.
I don't know, but
almond maybe.
I use almond with pistachio.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people use almond for flavor separation, like really low.
Oh, okay. Yeah. To create a layer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't do that a lot, but I know a lot of people do that.
Let's see. Is there much difference with, say, VSO sweetener and TFA sweetener on coils? Well, VSO sweetener is so concentrated that you're using such a low amount that I don't think it would really do much to your coils because you're using it at like 0.1 because it's so concentrated. So I really don't see that wrecking your coils. Because like TFA sweetener, you're going to use that, between a half and probably like roughly around a half, like you would with super sweet.
Sometimes the flavor can wreck your coils.
Yeah, because you have some flavors that have, like a lot of your Flavor West flavors.
Yellow cake?
They have a lot of ethyl maltol in them, and and they have straight up sucralose and stuff in them that will trash your coils. And like berry cobbler, yellow cake.
That has no triangle next to it on the ELR.
They must have missed that one. It must have snuck in because
that doesn't do my coils that bad actually.
Hey, you know what?
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in it.
But as long as you're using, a good coil, anyhow, I mean, you can, basically cleaning the coils and then, just burning them off. And if you're not using a sub-ohm coil or something of that nature, it's not as big a deal. You're just changing your cotton out and, stripping your coils off, brush them off and go, so exactly. It's not, in some cases, being a coil killer is, I think if you're using a sub-ohm tank, then you don't really want something that's a coil killer because then you don't get as much out of it. It's going to kill your coil way ahead of time. But if you're using, a nice Clapton or whatever, then I don't think it really makes that much of a difference because you just clean it off and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it. It depends on what kind of coils.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're using them in like an RTA, then it's a little bit more work to clean them off, I guess, instead of using them in a dripper or a squonker.
Yeah. And
but some of them coils,
RTAs. I mean, that's most everything I've got. I've got 6 sitting here and 5 RTAs and 1 RDA. So,
So what RTAs do you like the most? What is it you're using the most?
Basically, I like the Peacemaker. I like the Blitzen. I've got the Blitzen is actually one of my favorites, and I've got the Gear, which I really like to flavor.
Oh yeah, I love the Gear. Yes.
Yeah. And I've got the Intake Dual, which is real easy to not leak because it's top airflow, but I don't think it has as good a flavor.
But the flavor isn't that great?
Well, the flavor's okay. It's not like Gear good, I mean, the Gear is probably the best because of just where it's at. It's so small. The Gear is actually smaller than an RDA, so you're right there on the coil. You get good flavor off of it. But then I've got the Creed, and I don't know. I as far as favorites is concerned, I don't have a whole lot of difference in them, to be honest with you. It just depends. I'm at that point to where sometimes my wicking sucks so much that it doesn't matter which one I'm using, it's not good. And then other times I hit the wick and I'm thinking, well, this is a really good RTA. Well, it's not really,
and it's just
much better. It's just you actually hit the wick, you dumbass.
Yeah, Thobai, from what I've heard of nothing but good things about Inawera Green Joy. I just have yet to pick it up. I always forget about it when.
I don't know. Oh, I don't have that one.
I don't think you can get it over at like Bull City or anything. I think you literally have to order it from.
Oh, I need to write that down then.
I haven't seen it, and I've been on Bull City quite a lot. I'm like I go on. I check my email. I look at Bull City. It's like every morning routine. No,
especially if you like a single flavor. I mean, a single coil. It's a nice one with the flavor and everything.
Yeah, I've got it's tiny, and like I said, I mean, hell, if you put it up next to the RDA, that's the reason you're getting such good flavor out of it. I mean, the only thing is it's a 2 mil tank, so you hit it 5 times and you fill it.
Yeah, I'm looking over at Bull City now, and I am not seeing it.
I wonder if Chefs has it.
See, now VSO says I am listening, but we are still putting some stuff away. So there's a golf term.
Oh yeah, there we go. Let's check.
Yeah, the extra T. I like that.
Let's check Grimberry.
I didn't see it on theirs either. Yeah, I don't know that Grimberry had Inawera.
You know what? I don't know either.
I don't think they did. Did they have Inawera? I was just on there today, and I can't remember whether they did or not.
Let's see. Inawera, yes, they do have Inawera.
They do? Okay.
Let's see what they have. Biscuit, cactus, dragon fruit, shisha chili and hot spice, shisha cinnamon, shisha golden apple, shisha lemon, shisha lime, shisha mango, shisha orange, which is good.
I did. Now that you're mentioning all the shishas, I did see all those in there.
Yeah, they do not have it though. They had mostly just shisha flavors. They only have 3, 6, 9, 12, about 15 flavors.
And about 12 of them are shishas. It's,
Yeah, you're right. 12 are shisha. Then you have the biscuit, the cactus, and the dragon fruit.
Yep.
I have the biscuit and the cactus. I do not have the dragon fruit.
I'm not a dragon fruit. I haven't done dragon fruit as far as the DIY is concerned, but I had got a dragon fruit commercial that I bought that had dragon fruit in it or whatever else, and that was a bottle that I think ended up disappearing somehow. Yeah. ended up swimming with the fishies or whatever you want to say.
What's Capozzi asking? Which one's the which RTA is that? Was that an RTA? The evil dildo nicknamed. Hit hard for exactly 2 days. Now my green pull. What mod is that?
It's the Evidella, or it's the evil dildo, is what everybody calls it.
Hi, Nancy.
All right, Nancy.
The only thing I know is people have problems with the battery door, and not doing, but that wouldn't.
I am loving this one. But it's not as small as the evil dildo. Whatever.
Yeah.
This is
Evidello, I think.
Shit. What's it called?
Is that the Odin?
Odin.
Yeah.
This is the Odin.
And you got the one with the Dove Pro chip, right? Dove Pro chip?
Yeah, I got I didn't get the DNA of the Dove Pro chip. But let me tell you, this one hits like crazy. It's a dual
21.
Yep.
Yeah, but what have you got on top of there? What is that the Aromatmizer V2 deal?
Yeah,
just like that.
Now is that the left-handed one? Because I've been trying to find that in the left-handed Aromatmizer, because it's got everything else. I'm figuring they made it with a rebuildable. They've got it with a mesh. They've got it with coil. They got it with stand up and down. They've got it with everything else. Do they do a left-handed? Because they've got every other option.
Well, if you put it in your left hand, it can be left-handed.
Is it an automatic or is it a standard? I mean, it's.
I think it's a 6-speed turbo and it's ambidextrous.
The thing is, though, everybody always says that the thing has really great flavor, and what you're told is that usually the closer you are to the coil, the better your flavor is. And that thing looks like you're 1.5 feet away. I mean, it's almost like you're.
That's what's amazing about it, is the flavor is still on point,
and it comes down to your wicking too. I mean,
1.5 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the bubble tank on it, so this is like.
What's that? 20 mils then?
Almost, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was this 16, I think, with the straight glass and the extension.
But don't they make another?
18 now. 18 mil.
Oh, okay.
It all the way up.
Yeah, don't they make an extension that gets it up to like 40 mil or something?
I have the extension. I have the 20 mil tank too, and I could probably put this on top of the 20 mil.
You're definitely social distancing from your coil. Yeah,
exactly.
Max says you're 10 feet away from the coil. Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy, like how high you can take it.
Fidalgo's asking recommendations for regulated mods. I use the 40T.
30.
And 30T is good for Max.
Max.
The 40Ts.
I'm sorry.
And
I have the 30T in this.
And the Molly cells, the P42s. I think that's what they call it. That's what I have in the what the fuck is this? The Hadron. This piece of shit.
Aww.
Tony Laura, what's up, Tony?
So you're talking about the 40Ts. Yeah, I used those. The 40Ts I used in the topside light.
I used them in the regular topside. I still use them in my regular topside.
Yeah.
They were the first 21700s I ever bought.
Yeah, but as far as like for a Max,
the 30s,
yeah.
Yeah, so a 20 mil tank is.
20 mil would be this. I would put this on it.
Yeah, that's from the OG one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the glass, and I could put that on here. I could put this 20 mil on, and then put that extension on top of it. Yeah,
is that what you have to do? You have to use the chimney extension from the original?
All you do is just mix your juice and just pour it in the tank, and you've just got that. You don't have to put it in a bottle and write down what it is. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It comes with the extension for it, and then you just put it on there, and then you build it on top. You just keep building it to the ceiling.
Right, but then you've got to let it sit over there and steep for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. But I couldn't do. I put the bubble on the. This is my V1, but I have the mesh in this. So
okay.
I I didn't want to have it stacked up to the ceiling. It looked funny on this mod. Stacked up to the ceiling.
Buick, what's up, James? Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
But now with the mesh in there, what wattage are you?
Oh, I'm at 45, but I have the reducers in it.
Yeah, I did that at first too. I had to.
You can get reducers to put in the air chambers.
In the chimney,
reduce the airflow. It comes with everything except something to wipe your ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like you can put.
Actually, it does come with that because it does come in an owner's manual. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here, this is it. Wait, is this it? Yeah. This right here is a little plug. A plug.
It's a butt plug.
For your ass, so you don't have to wipe it. Yeah.
Yeah. You plug it in the hole, and it reduces the air from like a 810 to a 510.
So it makes your fart tire pitched.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're hitting.
Yeah, that's the 20 mil extension.
Yeah, you're hitting further down on the neck on the guitar. You get the higher notes.
Yeah. Well, you've got a smaller hole, and it's going to be a higher pitched.
Yeah.
Oh, David, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I still don't understand why they have an odometer on here basically for your puff counter, but every time you take the batteries out, it resets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it has, a 1,000,000-mile puff counter on it, but...
Where's that? Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I should try a firmware update, see if it does anything. I know they have a couple of updates for it.
Now, which one is that?
That's the Hadron. The Steam Crave, the Twin 21700.
You don't have the backpack on it now? Or?
No, I took that piece of shit off of there.
You would have to have a dripper on that. It would have to be a dripper.
Well, yeah, I took the Aromomizer V2 and turned it into a dripper.
Oh, you turned that into... How did you like it as a dripper?
Well, if the backpack wouldn't have kept, coming apart on me, it was okay. I used the mesh, and it was all right. I mean... I don't know.
Mesh and dripping, mesh to me is better squonk.
Well, yeah, it was. That's what I did.
That mesh. You've got the mesh going straight over top. When you're trying to drip, it's got to get down through those little holes in the mesh to get down to your cotton. And if it's squonking, you're coming up into the cotton underneath the mesh. And it just seems that mesh and dripping doesn't. I don't think it would go as well together.
But how does that work with the backpack? Where does the juice come in at?
Well, let's see. Let me move the
If you're dripping, it comes in straight down the top.
But is it coming in it, or is it coming up under it?
Well, it's still coming up under it. I mean, it's because
still squonking.
Because you have it. It bolts onto the back, and then you see this plug right here.
Yeah.
That's where the tip for the backpack goes in.
Oh,
there's a pump.
All right, okay.
Like you'd have like a hairspray.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pump it and it'll go through and it'll come up. And with the Aromomizer, the only deck that I have that the squonk pin will work in is the mesh deck. The regular deck, the squonk pin doesn't work. JJ is saying the firmware does fix some of the issues. Use firmware B. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I heard about that one. The Kriemhild mod. That's like the same company that made the was it the sub-ohm tank? Yeah, was it a sub-ohm tank or was it it was an RTA with the cords. The metal wires that went down, and kind of like what you had with the cage, but it was metal wires. I mean, it looked like metal cords. Yeah, very well built. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I remember hearing about it. I haven't seen anybody review it yet, but it's probably a good, $200 mod for regulators. I'm not sure which chip they're using in there, if they're using their own or if they're using a DNA.
Oh, I had to turn the fan on. It's getting hot.
Well, I was down in Florida and Georgia and everything up until, even in New Jersey yesterday, it was in the 80s. I come back down here and it's in the 70s. So
Wow, it got up to 90 here today.
Oh, I believe it.
You're in the now. Wait a second. How are you in the 70s today? You're south of me.
I know, it's weird. I got home this afternoon. It was only 77.
We hit 90 today, or
well,
high 80s.
We had rain here too, but I missed the rain. By the time I got home, it cleared out, but it wasn't crazy hot out today at all.
Good golf weather.
Yeah. I miss my clubs. They've been sitting in the garage all lonely for way too long.
Yeah, depending. I mean, if you can get it hotter, the ball does travel farther. That's one of the nice things about it.
Except in the wintertime, though, if you get that frozen fairway.
Yeah, if you can get
you can get a 300-yard roll all day long.
Yeah. And if you've got a pond just short of the green and it's froze over and you hit that just right and it'll bounce up and go up.
It's like skimming rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to hit them in the water.
Yeah, if the water's frozen, exactly.
I played in those conditions.
Yeah, I did a couple times in Jersey, but obviously down here it doesn't get that cold.
Yeah, we were out Christmas Eve, and it was raining. And I remember because me and a buddy of mine had gone, we were the only two on the course, and it was like we were in a cart with a cover on it and everything. And by the time I got home, I took my wallet out, my money was wet, everything in my wallet was wet. I mean, it was cold, nasty. And my wife calls me and says, "Where you at?" And I said, "I'm golfing." And she's like, "In this weather?" And I said, "Where are you at?" And she says, "I'm shopping." And I was like, "In this weather?"
Yeah, I mean, I played golf in some pretty shitty conditions. Just because you don't want, especially down in Myrtle Beach, where you have limited days to play. So
when you're out, what do you take with you? I mean, I was taking the Boost until I killed it because the little plug-in deal went all the way inside. So now I've got the Oxfa. I went and got it. So I just throw because it takes a single 18650, so it's nice. I don't take.
Which one is that?
That's the Oxfa. I've got that, and then I've got the Vinci.
Well, I still get the Vaporesso, the one with the PM80 Special Edition with the 18650.
Yeah, I saw your review on that one.
Yeah, I just got this. What is this RPM 80 something?
Oh, from Smoke,
Smoke.
Yeah, and it's nice. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I got the rebuildable deck for it.
Yeah, here's the PM30, which is nice. So it's a restricted lung hip because there's the airflow is like super super tiny back here. I still have to do a review on this one. And the thing I like about this one that they did, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. They put it's a top fill with like a check valve. Mm. But this is so loose, you throw this in your pocket. A lot of times when you take it out of your pocket, it's sitting like this.
Oh, it'll open out.
Yeah, but with the check valve though, it's not, the juice isn't going to go anywhere. But you go to grab it out of your pocket. If it gets caught on something, you're going to snap this off.
Yeah.
And then you're fucked.
Oh, I don't like that, man.
Mm-mm.
Do you take those with you if you go out?
Yeah, if I'm just going somewhere, like if I'm just going to Walmart or going to the store or something, I'll take something small like this. I mean, in the truck all week, I got all the big toys. I'll even bring this and have it sitting in my bag, and at night if I feel like I'm going to use it, I'll use it. Most of the time I end up not using it.
Do you mix a higher nick when you use the 40 and the 80, the small, mods and everything?
No, because I'm to the point now where, I don't need that much nicotine to be satisfying. Like I'm running these on 2 milligram.
Yeah, I do. I mix everything at 4. But if I'm going with one of those, then I'm like 6 or 12.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't. I don't get my nick fix.
Yeah. See, I mean, 3.5 years in now.
Yeah. I
don't need the nicotine that bad anymore. I've weaned myself down. I mean, I was vaping 1.5 for a while, and I was able to feel the difference, so I bumped it back up to 2. I'm like, why stress yourself out if you don't need to?
Yeah, I dual use for a long time, and then I'd vape, and then I'd get off vape and go back, and then I'd get off, and then basically, as far as just vaping is concerned, I hit my year mark at the beginning of June. So I've just basically been on strictly vaping for a year. Before that, probably started somewhere around 2010 or something like that, or 11, back when they were still they didn't make glass tanks, they made plastic tanks for shit. And
it was all cartomizers, and
I was vaping cinnamon in it. And
oh my god!
Plastic tank. They had those ones, they called it Fireball, because at that time they could still name it the same stuff that they called anything else until they came out. So
I vaped Fireball forever. I loved Fireball.
Oh yeah, but the only thing is you couldn't taste anything else after you'd vape Fireball.
No, yeah, I know, yeah.
Getting off that cinnamon to where you could actually taste another flavor was hard.
Like the thing with this PM30, because it is such a reduced, the coil is very tiny because it's made from out the lung or restricted lung. I have the you can see a 0.6 or 0.8 mesh coil in here.
Yeah.
80-20 is not going to work.
Yeah.
70-30 really still doesn't work. You're going to use either a 50-50 or a 60-40, and to get to get some kind of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like 80-20, it was not wicking worth of shit. I mean, I could taste it. It was a little bit burnt.
I'll tell you what, the boost, you can do a 70-30 and it's fine.
Oh, and in the regular PM80 or this one, well, I have I still have the RBA base in here with a 0.7 coil, and I'm running an 80-20 in there, and it's fine.
Yeah, I tried to mix an 80-20, and I had the bottle, and I had mixed it 80-20, and I had turned it up, and I was trying to squeeze it to get it to go in the bottle, and I was squeezing it harder because it was thick, and then the next thing I know, I just ended up with juice all over the...
Oh, I hate it when I've done that before.
And it was like my keyboard for my computer was like directly in the fire line.
Well, here's a tip for that. You take a pair of scissors, and on a 45, just cut that tip. And just open it up a little bit more. And
the only thing there is, though, then you can't, like in some of those smaller mods like the Boost or something like that, when you cut that tip, you can't necessarily get it down in, because some of those holes and some of those little deals are
tiny.
Right. So you can get it in there, but then you get that airlock, and the next thing you know, you're squeezing it, and none of it's going down in. It's all just running out the sides all of your hands and shit. Yeah, I just what I ended up, and then I was labeling everything, but then I found out that you can just take a Sharpie and just write on the outside of the bottle, and then take some clear Scotch tape and put over top of it, and it doesn't come off, and I just do it that way now.
Yeah, my Scotch tape was sitting here for the longest time, and then my daughter needed it, so now I don't know whatever happened to it, because that's what happens.
I've got right here. I just
Yeah, I had it sitting right here, perfect. With my Sharpie, and the Sharpie's still here, but Scotch tape's gone.
Scotch tape's gone. Yeah, Christmas comes around, I got to do wrapping. So
there you go.
Well, maybe they used it to wrap your Father's Day gift. That's what it is.
No. Yeah, I already know what I'm getting. I'm getting a bag for the rifle.
Oh, rifle bag.
Yeah.
Are you going hunting?
No, I'm just target shooting. Just gonna go make some noise.
Okay, cool. Hey, Max, how you doing?
What up, brother?
Are you fucking talking about guns again?
Well,
we're talking about bags.
Well, we knew you were coming in your guns, so we had to.
I don't have.
Had to bring it up. No, you got them big guns. Hey, let me ask you. Your summer solstice, I did mix it. And today I broke it out about a 6-day steep. Do I need to let it steep more, or is it not going to change any?
What recipe was that?
The summer solstice you guys just developed a week ago.
The cocktail one?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was recorded like fucking a month ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it changes. Why does it
Because
taste terrible?
no, it's not terrible, but all I get is the yellow watermelon.
Yeah, that's why we thought it tasted like a watermelon daiquiri.
Pretty much. I mean, I get the yellow watermelon very prominent. I don't get the lime. I don't really get the blood orange. I don't even get the booziness from the rum. It just seems like I get the yellow watermelon. But I am using it in a tank, so maybe if I dripped it, it'd be different.
No, the rum was hard for us to get to show up. Yeah, the thing that I actually got the most was the tropical punch in it. But it wasn't particularly boozy.
No, not at all.
I wanted to go up on the blood orange, but Nasha said he hated that flavor, so we didn't.
What percent rum did you go with?
3% vape train.
Yeah.
Which isn't super high.
No, but that's a good percentage. Yeah, I mean, I have it here. I mean, still had it sitting here from last weekend.
The only rum I've got is I've just got vape
John
trains.
Bates. We talked about that earlier. His
light rum.
monument.
The only one I've got.
Light rum's good shit.
What are we drinking tonight, Max? Oh, Fat Tire. There you go.
I'm trying to break out of the cheap beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that one that I sent you the picture of, that supermarket has a little pub inside the supermarket. And you could tell that people haven't been out much lately because you saw parents with, the dad's pushing the shopping cart, the mom's got the stroller, and they're both double fisting beers.
They're thinking it's like they're on vacation. They have a babysitter right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because that one was a lager that's just brewed in Charlotte. Like it's all microbrew type, beers they had. Most of them are IPAs, and they had a Vienna lager that I wanted to try, and then they popped the tap on it. So it's like, oh, well, we have this one we're gonna put up. I'm like, all right, well, I'll try that one. And it was good.
I usually hate ambers and reds.
Reds, I'm not a fan of. The ambers are good. The amber lagers are good.
Reds to me just taste like a camping tent.
I used to like the Reds, but that was probably back in the 70s when the big red machine was going on with
yeah.
Perez.
Yeah, Dave Concepcion. And yeah, what was that one that was real popular, that red ale? What the hell was that called, Max? You remember?
Killian's?
Yeah, that's it. Irish Red. Yeah, that stuff sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously somebody likes it because they still make it, or they made it for a long time, but
I can't say. I mean, I can't say I'm a fan of them.
No.
I like a brown lager. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like a lager. A lager was, they're just too thick.
Now this one, let's see, the Yingling traditional lager.
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
no, I hated that. God,
what? Oh man.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're missing.
It's just a lager. I can do an ale, but I just don't like lagers.
How are we friends? I don't get it.
I don't know. I went to. I was flying back from the Indian Ocean, and we stopped in Kenya, and we got off the plane, and we had to wait in the airport while they fueled or whatever, and went up and I ordered a beer. Well, they only had like 2. And it's a dark beer. Sir. It's a dark beer, and it was like molasses with no flavor. So just imagine the thickness of molasses, but just a bland. And man, I got about that much of that bottle gone, and I thought, this is alcohol abuse. I'm wasting this beer, but I just left it on the counter. I could not. I don't know what it was, but God, that was the most horrible tasting thing I'd ever had in my life. And I don't care for. Like I said, I'm more of an ale, not a lager guy anyhow, and this was beyond that, tons.
It's like how Guinness was to me when I first had it. It was like, because Guinness is basically a light beer. It's got very little flavor to it. It's just like it's a light stout. It's because there's like not much alcohol in it though.
Yeah,
Other
it's
than
only
that,
like
it's
what?
a heavy beer.
Yeah, it's a very heavy. I mean, you can almost chew it.
Yeah.
Because of the grains that they use.
Yeah.
And the malt and everything, but that's why like this one is like so like I'm not used to it. It's like I've been drinking pilsners. I fucking hated pilsners for the longest time, and then I was like, well, I drink IPAs. Like, why wouldn't I like a pilsner? Because it's pretty much the middle between like a lager and kind of like a more hoppy IPA. And then I tried. I'm like, fucking, why do I stick to opinions? Because they always fucking change. Like I do like pilsners.
Yeah, it's like the one local brewery that makes mostly IPAs. They have a pilsner, and I can drink the pilsner. All their IPAs, I mean, I'm just not a fan. I mean, people love them around here, but I don't care for any of them. And like, I have a friend of mine who works at the brewery, and he'll come over and he'll bring a whole bunch of beer, and it'll sit there until somebody comes by that actually likes IPAs, because almost all of them are IPAs. But if there's a couple of pilsners in there, I'll drink them.
IPAs are overrated.
We've got a local here that does. They do like a bourbon beer, and
well, Swaggy is saying his cafe latte stout is 13%.
Wow,
that's not a beer. That's a liquor.
I just got fired. Slushy fired me. So it's no cheesecake, no lager, no butter. You're fired. Okay, maybe with all those three mixed together in one bowl, like say, take some cheesecake, pour some lager on it, slap some butter in there. I don't know. Sounds like a good mix.
Well, butter makes anything better. So.
I'm thinking I could probably do that if you put enough super sweet in it. You know, if I put like about 5% super sweet in that, I might be able to vape it.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have any lager flavors. We have the Yakima hops is the closest thing you're gonna get, and that's like an IPA in itself.
It's not hoppy enough for me. I want more.
You want more hops?
Yeah. Dude, I use it at 3% when I use it.
Damn, you call me a rebel.
I like it. I'm a big fan of it.
Tam, what's the most you've ever used Yakima hops at? About 0.5?
0.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not one that.
I thought you had a recipe with it.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
Oh, you should make one.
I shouldn't I? But I've never. I don't even have one with it. Isn't that funny? I think I've used just about every flavor they have, but no.
What? What would you do with it? Like that would make it good for you?
I'm not sure. I'd have to play with it.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I always put pink guava with it because I like it, but.
Oh, I love pink guava.
Try it with Yakima hops.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. Sure.
Like maybe like a quarter to like 0.5%, but it would like make more of the piney notes just pop and everything. I like it with mango and pineapple and shit too, though.
I wonder how that was it the juniper gin? That's like that's
very piney.
Yeah, it's like that's like they extracted the flavor right out of a pine tree.
I have had a good many recipes.
Yeah, right out of a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
But it's very piney. See, I'm like Slushy. I don't drink beer.
Yeah. We're gonna do alcohol on Benny's show either this.
But I do love, and I don't drink anymore. But I do love wine, or I used to love wine, and so I'm familiar with that taste. Like I know that flavor well, but so I'm good with making that kind of flavor in a vape. But beer, I never got into beer, so I'm not good at
Yeah, Shane doesn't drink beer. He drinks stouts and ales. Yeah, there's a difference.
Well, still, it's the same ball game.
All right, Odin, have a good one.
Yeah, I got a Kentucky bourbon that I'm gonna try to figure out.
Oh no, I love bourbons and stuff like that.
What was it, TFA, Kentucky Bourbon?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
That's good shit.
Oh, you're familiar with beer flavors?
Yeah.
When I think of beer, I think of pee. They all smell like pee to me.
Yeah, when I'm out of beer, I just drink my own urine.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
I was thinking, what you got to do is if you had a good chocolate and a peanut butter, and then you could make like bourbon balls,
Did Dave do that, or he did something like that?
He did, yeah.
It's something like that. He used Kentucky bourbon, and he did. He did something like that.
Sin, what's up, Sin?
Sin, why are you here? Why you come to Frank's show, but you never visit me?
She's here because you're here, Max. What are you talking about? She just showed up, so she waited for you to show up. Then she popped up in chat.
Yeah, you're just trying to make me feel better, and it's helping.
Okay.
Glad you're patting me on the cock a little bit.
Well, we'll sword fight later.
You have a rooster?
Nope.
Oh.
So the bourbons what other bourbons do you got? Just Kentucky bourbon?
It's the only one I've got. Yeah, I've got that and the rum, and I was thinking, what I was going to do, just get a bunch of clear liquors and mix them all together and just call it a Long Island tea. But
a lot of the other ones are not so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be.
Yeah, there's not a lot of really good liquor flavors. There really isn't. I mean, it's attempted by everybody. I mean, every flavor house has a liquor.
Yeah.
And none of them are great. I mean, Wonder Flavors has that coconut rum, and they have the rum and cola, and neither one of them are. I mean, they're good. I mean, but they're not something you're gonna reach. I mean, you got to think about it. If you're like when I did a pina colada and I used the coconut rum, and it turned out okay.
Yeah,
but it's just it still wasn't close enough because there isn't that many.
The best you can do is shit with bourbon because you have so many different options with you got Flavora bourbon.
Yeah.
You got Vape Train bourbon. You got bourbon cream.
Real Flavors, aged bourbon cream.
Yeah. You got Kentucky bourbon, which I think is one of the best ones.
Yeah, it's probably the closest to a real bourbon.
I'm wondering about either that or with the yellow cake. With the bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work.
I think so many things go with bourbon too, though. Like bourbon, any kind of custard cream, ice cream.
Yeah.
Even tobaccos.
Yep.
I've never done a tobacco yet. That's kind of a.
Oh, that's your next step.
Well, the thing was, I mean, that's what I was trying to get away from forever, and I've just got this mental block on tobacco.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that it's not the same. It's
I know.
One smoke and the other's actual tobacco flavor, but it's scary.
Yeah, no, I get it. If you kind of like go into like RY4s.
Yeah.
To begin with, which is like a dirty caramel, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds kind of weird, but those are delicious, especially if you like a caramel type vape, dessert type caramel. Those are delicious, and then you'll be like starting, cookie chow.
Yeah.
But then you kind of like stir into other avenues, and you start wanting to go more and more deeper into it. You start to enjoy that different tobaccos, and really the only way to go is Flavora.
Flavora tobaccos. I mean, Inawera has some good ones, and
for some add-ons.
Yeah, but Flavora tobaccos are they're the way to go.
Well, Les does. You know who Les is, Frank? When he was on a show, he was on a couple weeks ago, and then he does it where he uses the leaves and then puts them in PG.
Oh, it's naturally extracted.
Yeah, naturally extracted.
I have some naturally extracted. I love, yes.
And he does a Macca's RY4, and he was talking about some stuff, and Mick's been doing some reviews on. He got his reviewers pack, and
okay.
I think he's getting ready to do his last one. But and like I said, I don't know. I've just got this mental block that I've got to get past when I use the word tobacco. I guess it's.
Yeah, it's when you get to that point though where you don't want to smoke anymore.
Yeah.
You can appreciate the better tobacco flavors,
yeah.
and it's not going to make you, worried about that you're going to go run and buy a pack of smokes.
No, I'm not worried about that. It's just, like I said, it's something. It's like that's what you were trying to get away from all this time, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, I think I'll try that.
Well, commercial cigarette from Flavor is probably the only one that really makes you think about a cigarette.
Exactly.
I mean, the rest of them are more, more of a fine cigar, or or you're using them to enhance a custard, to darken up a custard and stuff like that. You're not using them strictly as like
I also grew up. We grew tobacco when I was a kid, so I've still got nightmares of standing in a strip house and stripping tobacco and then taking it to the freaking warehouse and out there, cutting tobacco and sticks and the whole 9 yards and hanging it. And so,
like when Net's saying there, he's saying, change the word tobacco to spice and you see them differently, and that's kind of what they are.
Yeah.
They're more of a spice than they are, an actual tobacco. Like you have Connecticut Shade. Connecticut Shade has like chocolate notes to it that go really well with coffee and with some other chocolates and stuff like that.
That's the best way to put that too. I never thought of that before. It's true.
It's a great way to put it.
Because it's all very suggestive anyway. If you just tasted it, you'd be like, oh, I kind of get tobacco, but that's because of all the other ones that we've tried that relate to tobacco. Like RY4 to me is not a tobacco.
No, RY4 is a dirty caramel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some, like the most tobacco-y ones I get are like from Hankson. Hankson's got a lot of good tobaccos.
Yeah, that's really, I guess I should say where I got started. Well, besides RY4 Devil, which is really tobacco, that Hankson was kind of hell.
I think the only like really, really terrible tobaccos that I've personally ever tried are a lot of the flavor art ones. I just don't like them. But I tried the Mullenberry ones, and I'm not a fan.
I gave them away. I gave them all the hippie. Hippie wanted them. I traded them.
They just tasted like straight chemicals to me.
Yeah, I just don't think I don't think they know what they're doing when it comes to tobaccos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Mayer's asking about a good vodka flavoring. The Vape Train Russian vodka is about the only one, and that's not very good. I mean,
I think it's literally the only vodka out there.
Yeah, because if you think about vodka, for the most part, is relatively flavorless.
Yeah.
Like you can't smell vodka. That's why a lot of alcoholics drink vodka, because you're not going to smell it.
Right. Just build the notes around it and just say there's vodka in there.
Yeah, that's all.
I wish there was something like almost like how like Flavora has heat, but like something that had like, nothing, and it kind of reminded you a little bit of like vodka or something. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Vodka is supposed to be just clean and flavorless.
Yeah,
unless it's a bad one. Yeah,
unless it's the bottom shelf one that's $1 for a fifth in
gas station. I think is what it used to be. Popov vodka was like the one where I don't even think it was bottom shelf. I think they had to go to the basement to get that shit.
Though by saying VG, Nick, and 10% absolute. Well, they used to use, in the beginning days of mixing, they used vodka.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I wasn't mixing then.
I don't know either. I don't know if it was to like thin shit out or what.
It might be. I don't know.
So VG and vodka instead of VG and PG?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if that's how it was, but I really don't know.
You'd probably clean your coils really well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some alcohol-based flavorings that are like could get you in that vodka area, but it dissipates.
Yeah.
So even if you're gonna use vodka or something like an actual alcohol, it's gonna dissipate anyway. So it's gonna leave. There's no point in using it.
Yeah. When you think about when you heat up alcohol, what to do? It evaporates.
Yeah.
Theo got.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When silica wick was common. Okay.
I hear what are they saying? It thins out.
Yeah, thin out the VG. Yeah.
Oh, when silica was used.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
It thinned it out, and then it gave a throat hit.
So it does basically the same thing PG does. Yeah.
It does
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, because PG thins it out and gives you a throat hit, especially if you put enough PG in, you get a hellacious throat hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What ratios do you guys vape at?
Depends on I'll mix for the device that I plan on using. Yeah. So like if I'm using like my big tanks, I go 75-25 because I suck at wicking, and if I go 70-30, I'm pissing shit. I'm wasting juice because it'll end up coming out the air holes and all over my mod.
That's crazy.
Do you need a plug?
No, I just need to learn. I just need to learn how to fucking wick. I
either 70-30 or 60-40.
Yeah, I'm in that area.
I'm 70-30, but if I'm doing a mouth to lung, I'll do whatever. 60,
now, like if I'm mixing for this little thing, which is like a restricted lung hit mouth to lung, I got to go 60-40 or 50-50 because if not, it won't wick worth a shit.
Oh my god! When I'm talking about mostly PG based liquids, when I first started vaping, and I would go to the vape shop, and everything. I mean, it was mouth to lung back then.
Yeah.
Like it was ancient, right? 2014 into 13. And we would tell what we wanted, what percentage of juice. He's saying 50-50 for no, I got 30-70. I got 30% VG, 70% PG.
That give you a throat hit.
And it was probably 70% flavoring too.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean that. Yeah, I don't know. And that is, and I got the flavor you were talking about earlier. It was freaking cinnamon.
Yeah, the Fireball. Yeah,
Fireball. Yeah.
Yes, give me the Fireball. Give me 120 mils. Give me my Fireball. Yeah. And I need it 30-70, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like inhaling razors.
But it was mouth to lung. It was. And it was just delicious.
Yeah, because you were using like 7 watts.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't go over 8. I don't think ever.
Oh, I remember using it in like the.
It's almost like using like in like a Cigalike or something.
No, hell, I remember using it on like a tank on the ice stick, that 30-watt ice stick.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you put like a little tank. I had like a little plastic tank that went up on top of that, and I'd throw that cinnamon in plastic. Yeah. And then finally I went into the shop one day and I'm like, yeah, I need to get the cinnamon. And the guy's like, are you vaping it in that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, man. He says, you're just basically, that cinnamon's just eating the inside of that plastic out. You're just vaping the inside of the plastic.
Yeah.
So he sold me a glass tank, so great sales guy.
Yeah, Addy, you're exactly right. And the video is still, it still might be available. When Leafa vapes, and he
Fireball.
Yeah, he was on a live stream. He drank a bunch of Fireball, and he literally, that's where the pink pussy was born, because he had the cat that was it was a stuffed cat and it was pink, called the pink pussy, and that's all you saw left on the camera because he literally passed out in the middle of a live stream. They knocked knocked the webcam everywhere, and that's all you saw was you heard him like hurling, and you just saw the camera and staring at the pink pussy.
Yeah, they do my son-in-law does it, or they don't now anymore, but they used to do the Fireball with an energy drink.
Oh yeah, Red Bull. Yeah, Fireball in
with
there.
the Red Bull
I did Red Bull and
Fireball in
vodka.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Red Bull and Fireball. I mean, Fireball. Me and Fireball are no longer friends after.
Yeah.
You know, I had one really bad. I had two really bad nights with Fireball. One was actually in Vegas when somehow I ended up having a video on my phone with Ron White, the comedian.
Yeah.
And I don't remember taking that video.
Yeah.
And I was literally like less than 6 feet away from him and talking to him and don't remember any of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Fireball.
You didn't wake up with him the next morning, did you?
No, but my ass,
Okay, well.
my ass was sore though, so maybe he left before I woke up.
Tattoo on your face.
Yeah, right. It was Vegas, you know. But.
I woke up at a post office one time.
Yeah, but that was that was my first time ever actually trying Fireball. And I'm like, oh, this shit's great. You know, it was with a bunch of guys. We were on a work trip out in Vegas, and the vice president of the company took the platinum card and gave it to give the numbers to the bartender and said, these guys here, put them on that. Drinks are on me tonight. And I don't know what that bill was, but I know it was 4 digits, maybe 5. It's Vegas, you know. A beer was $12 in that place, and I was with a bunch of rednecks. We were drinking Bud Light and doing Fireball, and I don't drink Bud Light. I think the Bud Light's what got me drunk, not the Fireball.
I've always felt like shit every time I've ever had Bud Light.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Fireball though.
Bud tastes like formaldehyde to me.
It's not good.
It does. It tastes like formaldehyde. Every time I just get it up near my mouth, it's like I remember being in school and having the frog and cutting it open and that smell. And no, that's what Bud tastes like.
Oh, Sin saying she's quasi lit right now. Oh, fun.
Oh.
Let's see.
You can never hear me, Sin. What? I don't know what you want me to do. I literally from Frank's show, I bought a fucking thing to plug in to make it louder.
I hear you fine.
It's not me. It's you. That's why we can't be together.
Yeah.
Well, you may actually work really well together if she can't hear you.
Southern Comfort. Yeah, there we go. There's one.
Ooh.
I remember a drink with the Southern Comfort. They had and a Harvey Wallbanger and everything, and they had a drink that was called a Slow Comfortable Screw Up Against the Wall. And it was like vodka and orange juice, and then you had grenadine. So it was like a Harvey Wallbanger, and then you had Southern Comfort, and so you got and slow gin, and they had a slow comfortable screw up against the wall. And
okay.
I ordered that in Reno one time. I got slapped out of my chair because the waitress had never heard of it.
Oh, guys, Sin saying you're her little brother, so don't be a perv.
Yeah.
I guess I'm that little brother to her.
So, Max, what are your fondest memories? We never really heard much about your family. What's your memories of your dad? I mean, I'm assuming he's still alive, or he may not be. I mean, you're pretty young. He's probably still going, or...
You're an asshole. You know I'm adopted.
Well, then your adopted dad. How's that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really talk about my family that much, but yeah, they're cool. They're basically like college kids that never grew up. I mean, they're still alive. They just had me like really young or really late in life. So my dad's like 65 and my mom's like 62.
Oh, okay.
So they're young.
They're old. Yeah, so I'm 27, so they had me like pretty late. But yeah, I still talk to them.
Cool.
I actually go in there tomorrow.
Wait, they had you pretty late. Like, how old were they?
They were in like their late 30s.
Yeah, math. I don't know. 27 or 65.
38. Yeah.
That's pretty late.
Wow,
Ronnie,
like me and my youngest daughter. I was 30. How old was I when I had her? 37? I think I was 36 or 37
That's
when I
like
had my
that's like
baby.
my parents. My dad was 43 when I was born, and my mom was 34.
Yeah.
They were 9 years apart.
It's weird because like my parents don't look old, but they're old.
Oh, mine did. When I don't ever remember my dad with hair. Just.
Mm.
I'm the same age as your dad. That's the bad part here.
Yeah, he looks like shit now though. You look way better than him.
Oh.
Well, that's awesome. I'm just teasing. I was telling my daughter the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. She said, oh my gosh, Mom, no, you're not. She's like, no, you're not. And this is my youngest. Okay. She says, no, you're not. She says, Dad's getting old. And I said, wait, he's younger than me. He's 10 months younger than me. I said, he's younger than me. If he's getting old, I am getting old. But no, he looks old, but you don't look old.
I like what Shane just said. My youngest was born after my vasectomy. Well, was it more? Was it more than 9 months after your vasectomy?
Yeah.
Or did you knock her up then go get the vasectomy?
Yeah.
I've heard of those stories.
I've heard of nightmares where people had vasectomies and 10 years later their significant other gets pregnant and like, yeah, we're going to go to paternity test or we're going to the lawyer. Which one are we doing first?
It grew back.
Yeah, it can. I mean, they say if it's more than 5 years, the chances of it growing back are like 1 in 300,000.
Oh my gosh, we almost got a door. Oh no, that is bad.
Yeah, I was
laughs after saying that. So I'm thinking after he told you he was an orphan, that was reminding me of was the Black Crowes line in the song says she'll tell you she's an orphan after you meet her family.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine done over 17 years ago. So if she comes up pregnant now, yeah, Maya's just I'm going right to the lawyer.
God, I hope I never have kids.
Just don't.
You said you're what, 27 now, Max?
Yeah. I'm just a boy.
Yeah.
I was 30 when I had my first.
Hell, I was almost done by the time I was Max's age.
Wait.
I just can't wait to lose my virginity. I think it's gonna be special.
I hope so.
It's not all it's
like
cracked
the
up to be.
40-year-old virgin? Yeah. Oh, I love that movie, 40-year-old virgin. That's awesome.
It's not everything it's cracked up to be. I did it last month, and it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, could you give me pointers? Like, I just don't know what to expect. I just think like it's gonna.
It'll be quick.
Use the pointy end. What I'll tell you.
Yeah, so you don't need to remind us because I think me and Frank were 30 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's see.
31 now. Yeah. Class of 89. Wait, so yeah, 31 years.
I thought he was 1990 BSO. I thought we decided that. So. Oh wait, hold on. Are we 31 years now?
Yeah, we're 31 now. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's only 29. It means he was 91.
My 50-year class reunion is only a couple of years away, so.
See, you are old enough to be my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now he's getting it right. Now he's getting it. See?
Oh, okay. This is 30. Okay,
see,
yeah.
He's got to learn.
So he is a year behind us. Yeah. Yeah. Net reality says expect a lot of crying there, Max.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. So.
Oh, I was born in 70. Oh well, I was 71, but I was a little. Yeah. So you're right. You were.
Yeah, he's a year behind us. Yeah.
So I could be your dad as well, then. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, it's better than to be my dad than my grandfather, right?
Possibly. I don't know.
Oh, what's the name of this show? Who's your daddy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
To come out.
I wish I knew that. I would have had way more jokes. I would have kept it going for longer.
Yeah, well,
Grant come in and I'll be like, "Did you guys find him yet?"
Yeah, he asked me to come on, and when I saw it said, "Who's your daddy?" I thought Jerry Springer was going to be on here. But
that's what I said on the other show.
I don't have that kind of budget.
Because I saw the Who's
Yeah,
Your Daddy.
Maury would probably do it. Yeah.
Are we gonna have a Maury Povich?
Yeah, have Maury. Yeah.
Or who is Jenny? Remember Jenny and the whole
Jenny Jones or whatever?
Yeah, Jenny. Or is that who? I don't even know. And yeah, she did go off the air because she had a guy kill himself over a crash.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then you had Ricky Lake, who she was really big. Then she got really skinny. Then she got really big again. I guess after she got done with her talk show. So then you had Maury's.
Get the envelope. Max is your little brother, Sin.
Probably.
Well, hell, I'm old enough to be Max's dad, so.
That's what's so bad, yeah.
So there's like a generational thing going on here.
Yeah.
And Tam is Maury Povich.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill could be Max's grandfather. Yeah, this is all working out.
Do you want me to call you Papa?
Yeah, call me. I'm my own grandpa. That's another song, right?
Yeah.
I already call folk art Poppy, but I think everybody's allowed to call him Poppy.
Yeah, it could be. Wait, is his wife Spanish? Because that's that's like a Spanish thing.
No, he just loves it. Like we gave each other. I don't know. We did a really long recording one time, and we got like super tired. And then we started giving each other new nicknames, and then we called him Poppy. And then me and Nashav gave each other terrible nicknames. And he just loved it.
Oh God, I remember Sally Jesse with them big glasses and
the short hair, the big red glasses. I don't have any big red glasses.
Yeah, see, I'm more like a Merv Griffin kind of guy. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
No, we know you don't.
Frank, do you know Merv Griffin?
Oh yeah, I remember watching Merv Griffin. I'd come home from school, came on after my mom watched her stories, and then you had Merv Griffin would come on at like 4 or 4:30. Merv Griffin came on.
Yeah.
Because Merv Griffin was after who was the other one? Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue, yeah.
Oh,
it was like Phil Donahue, Merv Griffin, and then you had
that girl. Remember?
What
that girl or that girl?
That girl.
That girl. Remember the show That Girl?
Yeah.
Sally. Was it Sally?
No. What the hell was her name? I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I know.
Phil Donahue was married.
Marlo Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah, Natalie says
he was married to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I'm so fucking lost.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you guys to.
Natalie knows.
Waiting for you guys to say one name that I recognize.
Well, Jerry's
trying to think of the oldest person that I could possibly know right now. Fucking. I was waiting like Betty White. Got it. That's my bingo card. I got it. Bingo.
So let's see. You say you're 27, so that would be what, 83?
Born in 83?
You were
93.
Born in
93.
93. Good grief.
92. No, he's going to be 28 soon. Okay.
Yeah, I can't name off anybody that's past 90.
You're lost too?
Yeah.
Wow, really, Fee?
You don't know Phil
I guess Fee wasn't raised on television like we were.
Did you watch, I don't even know, Beverly Hillbillies?
Maybe she only had the radio.
Yeah.
Maybe she lived out.
Me and my son, I was taking my son home the other day, and they were playing, oh shit, Guns N' Roses on the radio.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, the summer, and I start talking summer of 1988.
Oh, okay. Fee's not American, so that's why. That's why Fee doesn't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I start talking about the summer of 1988. I said I had that cassette, and I just like went through it, played it like all summer long at the beach.
Oh yeah, Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, he's like, the cassette. I'm like, yeah, you know that thing that goes here in the car? And of course, I don't have a cassette player, but I'm trying to like make one by poking my finger where the CD player goes. I'm like, yeah, we didn't have those things like you have disc players. I'm like, they don't even do disc players, my kids. They just do MP3.
Yeah, everything's all digital now. Yeah.
Oh, Guns N' Roses. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then try to explain a fucking 8-track to them.
All right, how about Danger,
like,
Will Robinson? Danger.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yeah, they don't get that. Yeah, they don't get
come
that.
on every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
While we were getting ready to go to church, and my dad didn't go.
Yeah, Shane's saying his kids don't even know what discs are. Yeah.
Lost in Space. Yeah.
Yeah, my older kids kind of remember cassettes from like, you know, some stuff that like the kids song, like Kids Bop and all that stuff might have been on cassettes. Or it might have even been on CDs. I don't remember.
Now, see, when we came home from school, we watched Barnabas Collins, Dark Shadows.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, that was on black and white television, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But it's cool. My son, he loves all the old, what is it, classic rock?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks when you hear songs that you grew up with and you hear them on the oldies station now, and it's like you rotten motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But that's all that's on the radio now here. I mean, that everything, most of the stations here, they all play stuff from the 70s or 70s, 80s era or something of that nature.
Because that's all that was good. I mean,
right. Well, the only thing that it comes down to now is radio stations don't play music that's put out now. If you want to hear it, you either got to go on, Apple or iTunes or something else, because you just don't hear it on radio stations. If
that's like in the truck. I mean, I very rarely turn on the radio. I'll throw on one of my apps, radio.com or something like that, and I'll just stream a radio station, listen to that instead of turn the radio on, because I don't have like the satellite. I quit wasting money on satellite radio because there's so much free shit you can just download.
Yeah. Yeah, you still get something from them, though. I mean, if you go buy a vehicle and they give you a free satellite, man,
then
you get hammered.
You get spammed for next 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
give it to you for 99 cents for 6 years. No.
They were sending me stuff saying, they would send that whatever the SIM card number, whatever that the device number was. Oh yeah, we'll reactivate this one right now for $10 a month, and on. I had sold that thing like 6 years ago to another driver. Oh, Sin used to be a DJ, so she knows it all.
Really interesting. Big band. What's big band?
Big band. That's like
Swing Me. I think it's Swing Me.
Big band. You're looking. That's 20s. Yeah.
It's 40s.
20s, 30s. Yeah.
Into the 40s.
Into them maybe.
Oh, Carly Simon.
Ricky Lee Jones, Little River Band.
Yeah.
You probably think this song is about. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carly Simon and James Taylor.
Yep.
Oh, James Taylor. Oh, I love Blue.
Carole King. Who?
Well, Carole King, but she wrote Blue. What the hell's her name?
Linda Ronstadt?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, no.
No, that was Blue by You.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew it was something blue.
Because that's a golf term. Whenever you basically hit one well past your playing partner, you're like, I just Linda Ronstadted your ass.
Yeah.
I blew by you.
Exactly. She was a DJ for an adult internet radio station.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know how to think about that.
Yeah, what's adult internet radio station?
So you were a DJ, not a fluffer for an adult internet radio station.
No, I couldn't.
Joe. Oh, it just came out.
As an adult radio.
Risque radio.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so was it all like porn music? Oh, risque radio. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
It's like the porn music that they had at the porn the deals back in the 70s. Remember that cheesy ass music that they always play?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, John Vape's like Pornhub only music. Yeah. Oh god, that's funny. I'm gonna wait for Max to come back. Then I think we're gonna wrap this up. It's already 11:15.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell. Yeah.
One of my favorites. I can't believe her name just went out of my brain.
That doesn't surprise me.
Your brain just turned into a parking lot. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Put up a parking lot. Yeah, that's her. So somebody wants to know, Max, a good solo tobacco.
Of course, I'm gonna say native. 2% native is really good. Depending on the device, sweet and smoky is really good at 3%. That's all I can really recommend for a solo. And then you can get like crazier and put like, if you really like them, then you can start stacking like other aromatic tobaccos on them. But I wouldn't use like cured or all the other ones like that. They just don't have enough body to them.
Are they just too thin?
Yeah, I mean, like all tobaccos have like a lot of body to them, but like they're more of like a base where like you have like most people don't talk about tobaccos in terms of having like base notes and top notes, but if you think about like the aromatic ones as top notes and the other ones as like the base, those would be like your standalone ones. So I would say like native, oriental, sweet and smoky. Those ones are pretty enjoyable on their own.
Now, would you use sweet and smoky? Let's say if you wanted to make if you wanted to spice up like a custard, you use like sweet and smoky at like what 2%, and then use either like a Cat V1 or like an Inaware custard or something under it.
If you're gonna do like for a tobacco custard or like a straight custard,
like a tobacco custard,
I like vanilla custard, original from TFA because of the pepper note.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go like that direction of oh goddamn, what was that one that they put what was that one they did for like Halloween like years ago? Everybody mixed it.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was by Runt Dastardly. Oh, if anybody remembers, put that in chat.
Pumpkin spice. No.
Oh God, no.
Well, you said Halloween.
Yeah.
It had Inaware black for pipe in it, and it was more of like a black pepper type tobacco.
Oh, okay.
So, because like black for pipe has like some kind of like a pepper note to it. But like I like the pepper note from TFA with tobaccos. I'd go that direction for me. But then for like the tobacco, like I like sweet and smoky or anything like pretty spicy. But I would do sweet and smoky. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Thinking like sweet and smoky at like 2, and throw like a Inaware custard or even this vanilla custard 2. I don't know if the vanilla custard 2 would be too sweet though. I guess with a sweet and smoky, I think it would probably go okay. Or just use a regular TFA custard like you said for that pepper note.
Mm-hmm. Or even go like more earthy, like red burley would go with it because it's got that kind of sweetness, but it's got like also that cocoa note.
Yeah.
But because it's already kind of sweet, but then you need something more to back it up. So I'd use like native again. But when I go like more of like a lighter color, I like to use oriental because I kind of stack those 3 together.
Okay.
Kentucky's also good for stuff like that.
Yeah, I have Kentucky. I have Burley. I know I don't have all of the flavor tobaccos, but I have most of them. I'm missing a couple. I'm missing the cigarette. I'm missing Virginia. I think I'm missing.
Virginia's good, but it's like the brightest. It's the most top notey. It's fine to me. If you put that with sweet and smoky, it's really good. Most of the time, I'll just do like 2 to like 3 usually around 2 to 2.5% of like sweet and smoky, and I'll just throw another thing with it.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, and like a 0.5% of Virginia with it, or like 1% of Virginia, and I'm cool with that as just a 2-flavor recipe. The only one I'm not a fan of is like Tatanka. I've never had a recipe with Tatanka in it that I actually liked.
I think I bought it for a mix.
Probably Shindo's.
No, actually, it was actually for a contest mix, and then Tam ended up just mixing them all and sending them to me anyway, so I never really used it.
It's good as long as you can dry it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the empty bottles have come in handy lately, so washed them all out. Because none of them, I mean, there was a couple of good mixes in there. I think there was one that ended up, Nevin's, his Manchester tart, that was like the worst one out of all the fucking mixes.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I'll tell you, that tart, that the lemon tart thing that I just reviewed from his, hands down the best one I've ever tried.
I mixed that. The lemon meringue pie the best yet. Yeah, that he threw that in there. I'm like, man, that's a ringer. You don't throw that in with everybody else.
That like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a new mix at all now.
We told him that people could do that. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you told me that. I just didn't get around because I looked at my pie mixes and I'm like, nothing really. I mean, I let other people get their mixes shown. I mean, there wasn't anything I was like, oh, let me let these guys mix it and review it.
Addie's was interesting. It was pretty good, but it was I mean, it was like, to me, it was like you had to try his yogurt and then try that. It was like a variation of it.
Well, there's Addie's custard before Addie's yogurt ever even came about. The original is Addie's custard. Yeah. Yeah, the OG, the original OG, that's like 2013 or whatever, or 2012, is Addie's custard. And then it turned into Addie's yogurt, and then you even have a blue Addie's yogurt, which has blueberry in it with the Greek yogurt. Which I mixed a shit ton of that, and then I got tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
The blue or the regular? Or you mean the pie one? Yeah.
I don't remember which one. Well, that was good too. I mean, to me, that just opened my eyes up because that was the only time I've ever tried one-on-one pie crust.
Yeah, I just got that flavor not that long ago when Bull C started carrying it.
So did you like it? One-on-one pie crust?
I did like it. I mean, I don't think it's a standalone, but it's good. It's like, how high do you use that normally? Because like one-on-one, I never think you really go over like 2.5.
I do it like 1.5%. Some people do it too. It depends. It depends on what I'm using it with. I mean, if I'm using it with something that has some pastry in it, sometimes you're using it with Wonder flavors. It's already got like a little pastry note to it that I wouldn't use it as high. So it just depends.
I think the combination I came up with that I want to play around with it, I threw it out there, but I haven't tried it. That Wonder Flavors caramel rice treat, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, yeah. I love that shit. Oh my god.
Because Folk Art explained it in a way that it's like the bottom of the pie crust, and then you have one-on-one. If you put those together, I think you have like almost like a foolproof like pie crust.
Well, Folk Art's the reason why I bought one-on-one burnt sugar and I've never used it.
Yeah.
Like I want to throw it with creme brulee just to add that note, because that's what the burnt sugar is. It's the top note of a creme brulee.
Yeah, it doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't. I'm just
it took me forever to actually get them to try my version of bruleeing something.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally tried it when we did our lemon tart. We wanted to do a bruleed lemon tart, and I'm like, we gotta try RY4 double. I'm like, but I've brought it up so many times, and like they're like, no, and they finally tried it, and they're like, oh yeah, that works. I'm like, yeah, because burnt sugar doesn't sit on the top.
No,
it's almost like how TFA's brown sugar is. It kind of just does everything to everything. It just muddles everything. I'm not a fan of it.
Well, Flavor Caramel is the best brown sugar out there.
Hell yeah. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, Flavor needs to come out with a real caramel now because their caramel's brown sugar.
I think that they really fucked themselves because they came out with the best brown sugar and now like they kind of can't. They'd have to call it something different, like sweet caramel.
Yeah, there you go. Sweet and smoky caramel.
There you go. They did smoked butterscotch, so they could.
Yeah.
What was it? You know, another one though. Folk Art says that his best brown sugar is Inawera brown sugar, but good luck finding it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I have that. It is good.
Oh well, that doesn't surprise me.
It's probably better than Flavor Caramel, right?
I don't know that I would say that, but it is brown. It depends on. I don't know. To me, it all depends on the application.
Yeah.
And how you're using it.
I don't know.
Because I want to use like Flavor Caramel with like the one-on-one pie crust, and then maybe throw and if I want to add like a little bit of more of a butter note, throw the butter base in there too, and have
could it be bad?
No, it can't be bad.
Right.
And then just have that as like an ultimate pie crust, and then throw whatever the fuck you want on top of that. Then
I'll tell you, that was the first time I tried that flapper pie. Was trying these other recipes.
Yeah.
Really?
That's pretty good too. I didn't get much bakery from it. I'm like missing.
No,
something.
you're not. It's more of the meringue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but I mean it's good.
Oh yeah.
But it's not a lot of pie. It's mostly meringue.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like I was missing something when I was trying all the recipes. Some people would put it in there, but they had no other bakery in it. And I was like, pie.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I saw a few of them that they were calling pies, and I'm just like, trying to find the pie crust, but okay, you think it's a pie, it's a pie. I mean, there was a lot of you guys probably had fun with this one because there was a lot of really good recipes you guys showcased this time.
Yeah, I think the best one I tried was Nick's was the like best one. I mean, to do something so classic, right?
Yeah.
I have to say that was the best one. But that caramel cream pie was pretty good that I tried.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one on the show. I was like, oh, that one looks good. There was a few of them. I was like, oh, yeah, I think I want to mix this one. The one that Slushy did, I actually want to mix. That one looked pretty tasty. But I think there was another one I had all the flavors for.
Yeah, which one was that? I can't remember. I've looked at.
It was the strawberry. It had the strawberry cheesecake from one of the flavors in it.
Was that the white chocolate one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Folk Art said that was the best recipe. That was his best recipe that he tried. He gave like him some suggestions, but he was basically like, I don't want it any different because it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look really good. The white chocolate base was the reason why I didn't mix it up, but turns out I have it. It's just not called white chocolate base. It's just called Vape Train white chocolate.
Yeah, because when I saw that too, it threw me off, and then I was like, oh yeah, I think I have Vape Train white chocolate. Yeah. I know I have the other ones.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not very white chocolate forward for me. That's the only thing I get from white.
Most white chocolates aren't very white chocolate forwards. They're just mostly something that you can use to build on a regular chocolate. If you want to create like a milk chocolate, and because a lot of the chocolate flavors out there are very dry, or like I know like Michelle Hughes, she gets like a liquor note from a lot of chocolates, and I think if you throw white chocolate in there, it'll smooth that out, and she probably wouldn't get that if she tried that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chocolates are that I've tried they're so dry they're almost just like a cocoa. Like where you got a can of cocoa and put a spoon in it and dip it out.
Yeah, like a Nestle Quick or like the Hershey's.
Yeah, but not the sweet stuff, just the Hershey's with the unsweetened cocoa. It's the chocolate is that dry in a lot of cases.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, let's see. It's 11:30. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Hey, Bill,
I'm gonna have to head out.
Yeah. Well, Tam, you go first because I know you probably want to head out.
Yeah.
What do you got going on over there with the Omies?
Growing Alchemy OGA Wednesday night. We will have a show this week. Nectarines and orange.
Nectarine. Oh, nice.
Nectarine and orange on Wednesday, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't have the link, but I have the link to my shit.
Yeah. Your stream, the stream thingy.
Link to the link to all the things like.
All the things Glam Tam.
Yeah, like my Facebook, Instagram, whatever, wherever you want to go. Oh, all my I'm Tam Vapes on everything. About I think There you go. Go check me out there. Go follow me. Go check out OGA on YouTube. Check us out there for shows Wednesday night, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, we will have a show this week.
Cool.
Unless something weird happens, and you never know in this world.
This is true. Bill, welcome, brother. I'm glad to have you.
It was nice to meet you. It was good to meet you.
Yeah.
So what's the late night vape show got going on? You guys have a show tomorrow at what, 5 p.m. Eastern, 5:30?
We have a show tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern, the late night vape show, and we've got Vaping with Vic on tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then Wednesday, we have Mixing with Benny and Friends. I'm on that, and that is at 4 o'clock Eastern.
Yes. And then you guys have your random pop-up shows whenever you feel like
Since Mick basically had been doing the home because of the COVID thing and not able to out drive the cab, so he's been just every now and then I get this text and it's like Fancy Alive, and the next day I know we're going. So I don't know about it before you.
Is this on YouTube? A YouTube channel?
YouTube,
okay.
yeah. It's called the Late Night Vape Show.
Yeah, Bill, if you want to say something in the chat, and then I'll give you a wrench. This way you can go ahead and then you can put the link to your channel up there.
Like I can find the link.
Oh yeah, this is true.
See, that's like me. Oh, I need. That's why I have that streamer link. I have that saved, and that has just everything. I don't have to worry about it.
There you go.
That's easy.
So Max, what's Develop doing this week?
Oh fuck if I can remember.
Oh okay.
Episode. We're gonna do the episode drops on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if we said it already, but I don't care. So we're gonna just say we're doing Tres Leches.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We already said that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you said it when the show on the channel. Yeah.
Say that one more time. I didn't hear it.
Well, my Spanish is very bad. Tres Leches.
That's why I wanted to hear it.
Trace lychee. Trace leche. Trace lychee.
Yeah, see, Trace lychee would be really rough.
Silent, I think.
Trey lychee. That's what we're doing. I've been gushing about it for the past few weeks. This is my favorite recipe we've ever done, and I like to play around with this one a lot, so I really hope people mix this up because I really
caught it. She said you did say that. Yeah.
I said what? Trace lychee?
Yeah, or Trace lychee, whatever it was you said the first time.
Well, if I'm sure in the recording I called it dulce de leche about 25 times.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't.
Who knows? Well, hopefully the recipe has that in it, so it'll help.
It's caramel.
It
yeah, basically.
I
am
subscribed to the Late Night Vape Show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, check out the link there. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe to them, guys. It's always a good time over there. And let's say you got Vaping with Vic tomorrow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how to say it because I heard you say it, and I'm trying to think. Tres Leche. Tres Leche.
Wait till you see the outro.
Oh, God.
Say it, Frank. Say it.
Tres Leche.
No, it is not Trace.
I don't know. Today?
It's
Tres
just
leche.
Trey.
Well, it's three creams or something like that. So it's like,
Yeah, Trey. The S is silent.
oh,
Oh, that's not the way Nashef says it, and he speaks Spanish.
yeah.
Well, you tell. Okay. Well,
I'll tell him. I'll tell him to say it better.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he would know. Yeah.
well,
You Spanish
Sam is
people.
going Trey's. Let's. Okay.
Tres leche.
Tres leche.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
But it's
sound
not
right.
S. It's not. Never mind. Okay.
ZZ
Tres
Top's
leche.
album was Tres Hombres,
There
right?
you
So
go.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Tres.
Phonetically,
You know.
it's Trey's leche. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
still gonna call it dulce de
Tres leche.
Yeah, Tracy Leche.
It's
you
like weird,
Tracy
why-
Leche, you.
Why can't I say tres leche, but like I can say dulce de leche?
It's caramel.
I can't even say
Well, isn't
Leche.
dulce? That's dolce, isn't it? Isn't it like?
Dolce and Cabana. Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
Oh, we get. Is it caramel?
Oh, I don't. I'm not one
Caramel.
of those
It's caramel.
sociopaths.
And then
No,
we do
caramel.
that with pecan. Is
Carmel's
it
in
pecan or
California.
pecan?
Yeah, Carmel is where Clint Eastwood was mayor. That's Carmel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a yes. Sonny Bono was mayor then too, but Clint Eastwood had him killed, so he became mayor. So
And then pecan or pecan? Which one?
pecan.
It's neither. It's pecan.
Nuts.
It's what you keep under your bed when you don't want to get up in the morning.
Yeah. No, that's a urinal.
Nuts. It's what you put in your
Pecan.
car in the back seat. You put a pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in
Oh,
case.
truck drivers know all about that. A pecan.
Oh yeah.
Right. I share mine with Frank.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
You
actually, it's not a
swoop in.
can. Isn't that like a milk jug or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, it's a
like
gallon.
a
Yeah,
water bottle or
yeah, gallon.
something.
Yeah,
Folgers
it's a wide mouth one too because you know, wide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on a wide
you don't want to aim. You know, you don't have to aim in it.
It's hard to aim and shift gears.
Exactly.
It's like 20 Folger cans that are just stacked up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, gang. Great show tonight. Thank you all for being here. Remember,
For having
the
me.
world is really jacked up right now. Be nice to everybody. All right, there's no room in this world for any racial bullshit. There's just, we're all going to leave the same way we got here. So it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what ethnicity. All right, none of us are getting out of this alive. So be good to one another. And help out Australia the best way you can, because what happens there could end up coming over here this side of the planet or anywhere else in the world. So just find the link in chat. I'm going to actually take that link from the chat here. I'm going to put it in the description. So sign a petition. Maybe it'll help. Who the hell knows? But it's better than
It's not
doing
gonna hurt.
nothing.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Said, be good, be safe, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
It will be in 20.